if you don't sign up? Were you ever threatened with that?
I think they would probably have tried that, but I remember when we were making the movie, Michael Patrick King turned to me and he said, I wasn't going to do this without you. And I said, Michael, you couldn't have done it without me.
Did this ruin any friendships? Did this negotiation ruin any friendships?
No, ultimately, especially after the second movie, it made friendships, actually. It went to sort of a deeper, better level for all of us. Yes.
Yeah, I was always shocked on that. I mean, I love that show.
Thank you.
And I love the second movie. True, Robin?
Absolutely.
I thought it was terrific.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
I've said it a million times. I've been called gay for saying that.
Quite frankly, I thought the political statement
Right.
of that movie was brilliant. Everybody's going to all of these Arab countries and saying, this is great. You can do whatever you want here. And it was like, let's get the hell out of here and go back to freedom.
I know, exactly. I mean, we couldn't film in the first two locations because we have the word sex in the title.
Do you think you got that role because in real life you are this wild sexual person or something?
No, I had done a film called Live Nude Girls, and I think from a very early age, films like Porky's and Police Academy and Mannequin, for me as an actress, where I really live is in the theater, but you can't make a living in the theater.
No.
So, I mean, if you look at my resume, it's like two different actresses. One is like this theater career, which is very classical, and the other one is like these crazy movies that I was doing, but I was really paying my rent.
Right.
I didn't come from, I'm a blue-collar girl, I didn't want to go back to waitressing and slinging hash. I wanted to continue, even, in a movie that I felt, well, it's not exactly what I want to do, but it's going to pay my rent for the next 6 months.
Sure, no,
which
it's a
Porky's
business.
did.
Right.
Absolutely.
Porky's. What did you mean in your email to me? You wrote me an email and said, you're going to tell me something about the Porky's that I never knew.
Well, that was it, actually. It came to me, Bob Clark took me to lunch, and I had done tribute with him with Jack Lemmon, which was nominated for Academy Awards. And then he said, I had this little movie which is going to change, how people perceive you. And I went, yeah, right. And how is that? And then he sent it to me, and all my agents said, you can't do this movie. And I said, yeah, I can't do this movie, but I also can't pay my rent.
Right.
And I thought, this movie will do well, and it'll probably do drive-ins. And I remember driving my car down Sunset Boulevard. I was living in L.A. very unhappily at the time, lonely, depressed. And I came across this huge mother-friggin' poster of Porky's, and the first name was my name. I was like,
And were you upset about that? Because you probably thought Porky's was probably a bullshit movie.
Nobody knew what it was. In some ways, it was way before its time.
It was a fantastic movie, and yet probably at the time you said, I'm a serious actress. I shouldn't be doing something called Porky's.
But,
you probably thought it was the end of your career, Porky's.
People thought it was the end of my career. Yes.
Right.
They did.
Meanwhile, it's one of the things that you are known for and praised for.
Yes.
And you were part of groundbreaking movies.
But at the time, they thought it was a piece of bunk. I mean, they went on and on how this isn't, compared with other films that were out at the time, like Animal House. They were saying, this is a frat boy movie. This is stupid.
Was it hard for you to get work after Porky's? Was it like, she's in that shitty Porky's?
It was easy to get work like Porky's, like Police Academy, because you're associated with a hit. So then you go on this trail, and this other trail that you were on with movies like Tribute and Ticket to Heaven, where you're nominated for awards and you're going that direction. Suddenly Michelle Pfeiffer is taking all those roles, and I can't get near them.
Because you were in Porky's.
Because I was sexualized in that way.
Do you hate show business? Do you have regrets? Do you wish your career had gone differently?
No.
You're happy about everything.
I've been doing a lot of plays, and that's always, as I said before, where I live and my passion is. And I did a play with Sir Peter Hall, who founded the National Theatre and the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. And I turned to him and I said, I studied at Lambda, and this was where I was going to be. And I've gone in this huge circle.
Where'd you grow up?
Here I am. I was born in Liverpool, England, and I grew up on Vancouver Island.
And were you this little kid who used to always go around acting and everything?
Absolutely. Every summer school. And then in 1968, we went back to Liverpool because my grandmother was very ill.
Right.
And I met a great aunt who was an elocution teacher. And that's when I started studying acting when I was 11. And I became sort of a protege. And I started
And you were hot, which helps, because if you don't have the looks...
Not at 11 I wasn't. I was a chubby little girl.
But when did you start to blossom?
Well, I feel right now, actually, is not really
come
blossoming.
on. When did you start to become the hot chick?
Well, it was actually after Porky's.
After Porky's?
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, well, for me, it was.
In high school, you weren't hot?
No, my sister was.
And you were not hot.
I remember in high school, Howard, I was like into the high jump.
Yeah.
And they used to put like these saw chips from the mill, because I grew up in Vancouver Island where there's a lot of sawmills and things. And they made this big mound that you could fall in when you cleared the bar. And they were clearing it, and they said, "Oh, this is Cherry Cottrell," which is my older sister. And they built a big mound. And I was behind this fence witnessing this. And they said, "This is her sister Kim," and they flattened it.
For you.
For me.
So you weren't the hot chick, but
God, no.
When you went out to Hollywood, didn't every guy try to bang you incessantly?
No, I was very lonely in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yes, and to this day, it's difficult to get a date.
Difficult to get a date, but listen, you've dated plenty. Don't paint yourself a wallflower. You were married 3 times, right?
No, I've been married twice
guys,
and once annulled.
Once annulled.
Yes.
And the problem with these 3 marriages, to put it bluntly, is these guys didn't know how to fuck you.
No, well, you know what happened? I worked too much.
No. You were not satisfied sexually.
No. I'm telling you, I worked too much.
But why have you said, you have been quoted as saying that the sex was bad?
No, I wrote a book, Howard, called Satisfaction, The Art of the Female Orgasm.
I remember.
It's a very good book. And in the book, it was quite naive of me at the time. I wrote this book to really distance myself from Samantha, to say this is my reality, and this is a character I play, but this isn't what my experience has been. It has been, like many women, not fulfilling, really. So my first husband, was European. I was working a lot. It was very stressful. All kinds of personal, situations were involved. My second marriage was completely different.
And he couldn't give it to you good enough, the European?
It wasn't what you hope for.
You never had an orgasm with him?
What country was he from?
He was Polish, Jewish, German.
Oh, that's not a good combination.
And you never had good sex with him?
It was. I don't. You see, what I think good sex is when a woman tells a man what she wants, and I don't just blame the men in these scenarios. I blame myself. Because I was scared to ask. I was scared to say, I don't know. I was scared to say, can we try this?
Right. You were afraid to say, listen, I'm not getting off on this. Maybe you could do this to me or do that to me.
Exactly.
You were afraid to ask for what you needed.
I didn't know what I needed.
It's funny because you're such a good actress, especially when you take on a role like Samantha. I look at you and think of you as the most sexual person who is not afraid of anything, because you've become that to me. You're too good at it.
Well, something. I did a scene as Samantha where I had to be photographed nude.
That's right.
And I didn't have any dialogue or anything to hang on to when we shot the photograph. And I said, you just got to give me a minute, because I couldn't do it.
Really?
I couldn't do it as Kim.
But you did it.
What I did was I went behind this little flap and I said a bunch of lines from the upcoming episode, and I went, I got it.
You got into character.
I got it. In character, I can do it. But it's Kim. That's why people say, oh, we've seen you nude. You haven't actually seen Kim nude. You've seen the characters that I play nude.
But you haven't been lonely. I mean, you dated Pierre Trudeau, who was the Prime Minister of Canada. He couldn't give it to you good?
I was so young.
Young.
Very young. I was in my early 20s, and he was this incredible figure in my, it was like, it would be like
How old was he
dating Obama, you know what I mean?
Right. How old were you? How old was he?
He was in his early 60s.
You dated, when you were in your 20s, you dated a guy in his 60s?
Yes. It's not unheard of, Howard.
I know, but did it freak you out?
No, he was in great shape.
Really? You were attracted to him?
Power is very attractive. It's an aphrodisiac.
Well, when a guy pulls down his pants, he has gray pubes. That can turn off a 20-year-old girl, no?
You know what? I didn't see that.
You didn't see gray pubes?
No, I didn't.
Pierre Trudeau?
I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking for that. You know what I was looking for?
What were you looking for?
He was a fascinating man. A really fascinating man. And
who broke up with who then?
Well, it was kind of, one of those things. He was busy, I was busy, and I'm sure I wasn't the only young woman that he was, had his eye on. And I got a boyfriend, so it kind of was...
it fizzled.
Fizzled.
Who was the boyfriend? You dated Bruce Willis, too. What happened there?
I didn't date Bruce
Willis. You didn't?
This is a myth. Bruce Willis and I think, passed on 495 or 27 on the way to some kind of event.
You never had him?
I've worked with him on Bonfire of the Vanities, and we did a read-through, and I haven't seen him since. At the time, I would have liked to.
No sex.
But no Bruce Willis. No.
Wow. 3 marriages, no Bruce Willis. 2
marriges, 1 annulment.
I call that a 3 marriages. What do you mean annulment? That means you didn't bang the guy.
No, usually, hopefully, you're at least a little, knowledgeable of someone sexually before you marry them. It just, he was Canadian, and he was getting his green card. This is a very And, you know, I loved him in that moment, but always we knew that it wasn't going to go anywhere. And
there was no sex?
No, it was a relationship. I'm not saying that I didn't love him.
Are you difficult to be in a relationship with?
You know what? I am because I'm married to my job.
You love your job.
I love my job, yes.
Never had children?
Never had children, no.
And you didn't want them, did you?
I did want children.
You did want children?
Yes, I did. For many years, I wanted children. And I just kept thinking, after this, it will happen. Or this is the guy. And then that would kind of not work out. I thought, well, this is the guy. And then suddenly I thought, it's not going to happen.
There's no time for it.
So I thought to myself, well, how can I be a mom then? And I looked and I said, I have nieces and nephews. I have young actors I can mentor. And that's why being part of the Canadian Film Center and being a mentor there, you know, with young Canadian actresses, which I walked that walk, is incredibly satisfying.
Is this new movie? Is this part of this Canadian Film Center? I mean, you're so passionate about it. You're like, I got to get in there and I got to convince your listeners to go see this. What is this new movie you're in?
It's called Meet Monica Velour.
Meet Monica Velour. Is this where you play a porn star or a prostitute?
I'm a porn star from 1978. She was Miss January 1978. And now we see her 30 years later.
Are you disgusted with the porn business as in the movie?
No, she never goes into that. She believes that when she was doing it in the 70s, we were artists then.
Right.
You know.
So she has that rationale.
Yeah, she has this great line. She says, you know, what we got was, you know, $50 and a case of the crabs.
Do people recognize her as a porn star, or is she washed up?
No, she's washed up now. But people who watch porn, there's a cop at one point who comes in and he doesn't say anything to her, but when he gets back into the cab, to the dispatch, he says, I loved her in Frankenbooty. So he's watched all of her porn.
Is your character disgusted by sex? Is she completely turned off to it?
She is in crisis. She's fighting for the custody of her 8-year-old daughter from her scumbag husband.
And no one wants to give her custody because she was a porn star.
No one wants to give her custody. They don't even want to give her a $5 an hour shampoo job in this town. She's trying to get any kind of a job.
Because she's considered a slut.
She's an outcast. This movie is about outcasts. That's
Are you nude in it? You would have to be nude.
No.
Do you have love scenes?
Yes,
Why does she have to be? I don't know.
Hey! You know, the thing that's great about this movie is the people that you expect to see naked, you don't. And the people you don't want to see naked, you do. Like Brian Dennehy. You see the whole ball sack. You see his ass. You see everything.
Ass and ball sack.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Brian or his
Brian
character.
Dennehy.
You know, I hate to admit it. I've always wanted to see his ball sack. Yeah, I'm kind of weird about that.
I never heard about Brian's ball sack.
Now, why did you? I read a story about you in the paper about this new movie. And by the way, the new movie is called Meet Monica Velour. And Kim's so passionate about it, she'll be doing Q&As at the.
You know what else I'll be doing? Serving popcorn at the concession. If they could get me to do that,
you think this is that important a film?
I really do.
Why did you get upset? I read in the paper you got pissed off at a reporter. Reporter came up to you and said, "Look, you have a young coach. So I'm going to set it up.
Okay. There's two. I've been pissed off a little bit lately. You know, I was angry with Anchor Bay Films because they bought this at Tribeca last year. Now, this was a hit at Tribeca. They compared it to Harold and Maude and Little Miss Sunshine, got great reviews in the Hollywood Reporter, Variety. It was saying the work of my life, of her career, 35 years. I was like, yes, finally we're going to take Samantha and we're going to change all of that.
This could be your Academy Award.
Well, I don't know about that. What it could do is open people's idea as me as an actress playing other than one role that I'm known for.
Right. You don't want to be Herman Munster. You don't want to be Samantha. That's it.
I love Samantha. I owe her a lot, but I can do more. Okay. So I thought, here we have. Then my schedule last year was crazy. I was doing 2 plays in the West End and a television show for PBS, which was on PBS, Any Human Heart. So this was my window. And this window for most movies, you know, Hollywood is polishing turds at this time of year.
Right.
They're putting things out there which are not very good.
There's a lot of shitty movies with no plot, nothing to really see.
Exactly. And this is the time of year before the blockbusters. This little gem comes out, gets a great review in the New York Times. They have no money for advertising.
Right.
So okay, I've got celebrity status. I do every show I can in New York. I do every show in L.A. We go to Detroit where we filmed it. I do an opening there. I create an opening with the Canadian Film Center. So it goes worldwide. And this is a word-of-mouth movie. But there's no ads in the New York Times, a tiny little ad.
They got no money.
New York Magazine, not even an ad there.
So why are you angry?
Because they pulled the movie. And they pulled the movie on a night where friends of mine was in one movie in New York at the Clearview Cinema.
You mean you're mad at the movie studio for pulling the movie out because they had no advertising money?
No, they had no advertising, so nobody came. And just as they were starting to find an audience, and there's this website you can go to called The Numbers, and the day before they pulled it, we were up 192%, which if that had continued, which it would have through word of mouth, we would have become one of the top 10 independent American movies of that week.
So they pulled the plug too early, is your complaint. Now, the other complaint I heard
Now, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So I called them and said, what can we do about this? I'll do anything. Please, another week. Finally, they said, it's not us, Anchor Bay, who are pulling it. It's the movie theaters, because the Tribeca Film Festival. I said, but who do I talk to? Who are the movie theater owners? So we've got you a theater. I said, okay, where is it? It's the Beekman Theater on 66th and 2nd. I said, I'll do Q&As. I'll do whatever they have. They say,
will you have sex with a member of the audience for the movie? Are you really that passionate?
Well, I don't know if I go that far. I won't prostitute myself.
Listen to me. You will have a packed house. How about a hand job?
But I am willing to talk. I am willing to talk sex for this movie.
You're willing to go all out.
Yes, for this movie, because I believe in it. I think Keith Bearden, it's his first movie. He did a fantastic job. It's a road picture. It's a love story. It's a date movie. It's sweet.
I've never seen you like this. You're so passionate about it.
Well, you got to see the movie.
Here, I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go to the Beekman Theater.
I gained 20 pounds. I look really.
You look good now. Now, you lost the weight, didn't you?
It was 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago you shot this.
That's how long it's been to get this movie out. 3 years.
Did you freak out when you had to gain that weight?
I loved it.
You loved it. What did you do to gain 20 pounds? Did you eat like shitty pizza and ice cream?
Everything.
Everything.
And I don't have a private chef.
What happened to your body? Did you get a cellulite?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Well, every woman has cellulite.
You have cellulite?
Every woman has cellulite.
How does your ass look naked?
I like my ass.
It's nice.
I like my ass.
No dimples of cellulite?
I'm sure there are, but, my apartment is very well lit.
When's the last time you got laid?
Oh, God.
Robin has no cellulite, by the way.
None?
I do too.
Absolutely not. None.
We
Zero.
all do, don't we?
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
I've seen anorexics with it.
With cellulite?
Yes,
You
I
should
have.
see my ass. Holy cow.
You should see Brian Denny's ass.
That ain't nothing to look at.
It's nothing to look at.
I had cellulite in my 20s.
So did I.
So you're telling me
That I have cellulite. Yes.
When was the last time you had sex, honestly?
Oh, my God. I can't remember.
Well, wait a second. Let me tell you what I heard. I want to get to this. I read in the newspaper that when you shot this movie,
yes,
I guess somehow the director and your young co-star said that you did a love scene or some scene where you're making out with him. And the rumor got started that he got a boner working with you.
That's not true.
And then a reporter asked you about it, and you blew up. And I said, what's with Kim? So they said, listen, the kid got a boner kissing her. I'd get a boner kissing you.
Thank you, Howard.
You're goddamn right.
Thank you. No, that never happened. It really didn't happen. And this was, I'd flown in that day, and, then I get this little reporter who's saying, so tell me about, how Dusty and Keith said this. And, Keith and Dusty, this is their first big movie. They're so excited.
Right.
They don't know what to say or not to say in kind of a joking way.
Right.
And we had such a serious relationship. I mean, Keith cast me as this. He could have had really so many actresses, because these plum roles in your 50s, they just don't write them.
Right.
And we rehearsed for weeks. I transformed myself. He had me stay and listen to people. I lower my voice an octave for this role.
So you're saying it trivializes everything?
Absolutely. It trivializes the movie. It trivializes everything. And people are just waiting for that hook. That same night.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yes.
My dear.
Yes, Howard.
That's a good story to get out there, because to get people in the theater, if they know this kid is getting a boner during the love scene, so it's promotion. Why get upset? It's promotion. And you're a hot woman. The fact that you're a woman in her 50s and you're giving these kids boners.
Oh, God.
You should embrace that.
I guess you're right.
Of course.
I guess you're right. I was having a moment.
You're upset because you do such a good acting job. You don't want to trivialize that down to a boner.
I don't.
You don't?
It's so much more than that. It really is.
But
and not that isn't something.
Right. But these young punks, they get into bed with you and they get a boner. God bless you.
Well, we never got into bed in the film, but the thing that's crazy about this experience and this job that I have is that I'm still learning.
Are you denying that this kid got a boner? Is that what you're saying?
I was No.
You wouldn't know.
He was a born-again Christian when we worked. He's no longer a born-again Christian.
You ruined
it. No. I said to him, I think you might want to rethink the not ever having sex before you get married idea.
Yeah.
And he did. And he's out there dating now. But when I met him, he was just this, he's home-taught. He's very naive.
So if the kid says he got a boner, then it's probably true.
But
I don't think he did.
The question is to whether he said it, Howard.
I think he said it as a joke, Howard.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't need to be joking on your time.
Not really.
Okay,
not really.
I understand.
Not really.
So you were sensitive about it.
I was, because I think that film is so much more than that. I really do. I mean, it is about sex. It's about people who've been sexualized and marginalized, and they're outcasts.
Can you relate to this character as an actress? When you got to Hollywood as a young woman, were you ever molested or attempted? Was there ever an attempt at molesting you for a casting couch thing? Yeah.
Yes.
That directors would throw you down on a couch and say, "Give me your..."
No, it wasn't as obvious as that. It was. I remember coming to Hollywood to test for Elia Kazan for The Last Tycoon. This was years ago, and a man called Sam Spiegel, who did films like On the Waterfront. He was a huge producer and incredibly gross. And he looked like a lizard,
Right.
And I remember coming to the Paramount lot. They flew me from Vancouver Island. I was so excited. And I just graduated from theater school. I'd done one film with Otto Preminger, a terrible film called Rosebud. And this was going to be my thing. I was meeting the great Elia Kazan.
Right.
And I auditioned for him, and he went, "That's terrific. Now I want you to go in and audition for Sam Spiegel." So I auditioned for him, and he was sitting behind a huge desk, sort of like this, and he said, "Come here." And I thought, oh, well, I guess he wants to see my face to see if I, photograph well or something. I was literally 18 years old.
Oh, God.
And he came towards me, put his hands behind me, and pushed me towards him and tried to put his tongue in my mouth. He was in his 70s at that point, and I literally went, "Bah, bah, 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 bah," and I ran out of the room. And this was the Hollywood moment. I got into my car because my agent at the time had driven me to Paramount Studios. I didn't know how to drive at that time. I sat next to her and I told her what happened, and she said, "So what did you do?" I didn't play into it.
Oh, my God. That makes me so sad.
It makes me so sad, too.
I mean, I'm thinking of you as an 18-year-old girl. You're full of hope.
Oh.
You get your big audition. You go in there, and you're auditioning your heart out. And meanwhile, all this guy's thinking about, I'm going to jam my tongue down this chick's throat.
And then an invitation to go up to San Francisco with him. Even after that.
Even
after that. And I just thought, you know what, I can't.
Do you want to give up at that point? Because if it's all based on that, and you're 18 years old, it just looks bleak, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
How do you persevere through something like that?
Well, I really categorized that as that person and thought that exists, and knowledge is power at any age, at any time in your life. And I thought, I'm never going to be in a situation where I don't have anybody with me.
Mm-hmm. But were you shy to audition again? Like was it the thought in the back of your mind, oh, these guys just want to fuck me and that's it? I mean, that's
what it's all about.
Yeah.
No, I felt that I was a contract player at Universal Studios, and they knew about what had happened shortly after that, and I felt protected by the company. I came up with Sharon Gless and Jamie Lee Curtis. We were all young actresses at the Universal Studios, last contract players in the system.
Right.
And I felt so much.
Contract player means you were signed to a studio
for 7 years of your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you only work for them.
Only for them.
Isn't that must have driven you nuts? Because when you would get offered roles, but it's kind of a beautiful thing too, because you're guaranteed work.
Exactly. And I had a big, huge student loan over my head, and I had to pay that student loan.
Are you a multimillionaire at this point?
No.
You're not?
No.
Even after Sex and the City?
No, I'm not multi. I'm okay for the rest of my life if I'm smart.
I'm going to guess your net worth is about $10 to $15 million. Am I close?
Well, that would be a multi-millionaire.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess with my properties, yeah, I guess so. But I have mortgages, and I help.
So you have to be careful. You don't live the lifestyle.
No.
You can't go in and buy the latest Birkin bag, right?
I don't want to.
You don't want a Birkin bag?
No, I don't ever want a Birkin bag, ever.
Does it bother you that Sarah Jessica Parker's 20 times more wealthy than you?
You know what? I still got more left in me. Who knows what I can do?
You do. You've never looked better. I swear to God. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Abstinence.
You're not getting operated on? I don't even think you're pulled back or anything. Are you?
No.
You don't have any Botox? Nothing?
I have Botox right here.
You do?
I do, right
You
here.
look terrific.
Thank you.
You look natural. You don't look like one of these whacked-out broads all pulled back with the duck lips.
That's very easy for you to say, Howard, but I have to say I have a lot of sympathy for women because where do we age in this country? You know, you grow up with people like me, and as we start to age, people... You know, they have this age rage thing. I go on the internet some lonely nights and I read an article and I think, oh, that's good. I like what the reporter's done. And then people have their comments. And some of them are, why doesn't this old hag go away?
Right. Like go off like the Indians used to send you off the tribe and then just go out and die in the woods.
Exactly. And that was happening when I was in my 40s. And now I'm in my 50s. It's rageful. And these people can say it because you don't see their face.
Is it the hardest thing? I mean, you probably see like a woman in her 20s. You can't be. You're funny. You're delightful. You walk into a room, guys are grabbing you, trying to tongue you, take you away, and then as you get older and older and older, watching that sort of reaction not happen has got to be maddening.
Oh no, I still get that reaction.
Oh, you do. Oh, you look good.
Thanks. I think it's that, but it's also the feeling of this predator. In the room of Samantha. And after a while, people relax. But, people are looking at my face to see if I've had work done. They're not listening to what I'm saying. Or they're thinking,
I haven't heard a word you said. You know who you're looking like?
Who?
I never realized you look like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, my God.
Look at you.
She just said all of her roles went to Michelle.
Yeah.
You do, though.
Yeah. No, we do. We do. She's got different lips than I do. She has, more of those open lips.
So you haven't been with a man in a long time, huh?
No, I've been single. I've been concentrating on my work.
And when you say lonely nights, what do? You're on the computer all night?
Sometimes I like to write. I like to read.
That's what you're doing?
I'm reading a great book right now by Michael Cunningham.
What do you do to get the poison out?
I take care of myself.
Vibrator, huh?
I take care of myself in many ways.
Robin uses a rack of vibrators.
Oh, here we go.
Talk to her about it. All right, listen to me. Kim Cattrall is in a movie.
I want to know what happened to that agent who was like, well, what was your reaction? Did you get rid of her?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
because that's no help.
No. I mean, the actors out there, the agents work for you. You don't work for your agent. I mean, we're so scared to speak up because a lot of them, they won't take you on. There's so many people wanting to be part of this business,
Look at this. Kim, here's the guy who tried to make out with you.
Oh, no.
That's his picture. Jesus. I mean, there's nothing grosser than that.
Ashamed of himself.
He was a frog in a tuxedo with one of those horrible tongues, like wrap around flies and things.
If you'd been halfway decent looking, maybe put out a little, but for God's sakes.
Never.
Now, Kim is here because she wants you to see this movie.
I'm excited about this movie.
I am too.
It's right down your audience because it's a Miss January 1978, and where is she now?
I like it. I like the idea.
And the young geek who travels halfway across the country to find her
because he's in love with her. He thinks he's in love with her.
This is the personification of women, and the first scene that you see this character in, I do a strip.
Okay, now we're talking. Did you shave down for it?
Well, we don't get that far, as you see. If
no
you
vagina.
see the movie, no.
Titty?
I'm not nude. I'm not nude.
Do we see titty?
No.
No.
What do you mean? Don't answer for her. You don't know that.
You know. But you see.
Why don't I see titty?
You see other things.
What do I see?
Which are much more interesting than titty.
What's more interesting than titty? Vagina, and I don't see that.
No, what you see is
ass.
From. I told you. You see Brian Dennehy's ass.
No. What about you?
Well, you see
down.
A big stomach. I did a scene in this movie which I've wanted to do my whole life, which I'm standing in front of a mirror,
right?
And I've got this. When I gain weight, it's in my hips and in my belly, and I have this scene which all women do. You're sitting there, you're nude, you're just out of the shower, and you grab your belly fat and you shake it.
And you do that.
I got to do that. And there's another scene where my legs are open. I'm wearing these horrific underwear. I'm drunk. I've got this old house coat on. I've got a wine goblet, and I take a Twinkies and I dip it in the wine, and I taste it, and I think, hey, that's not bad, and do it again.
And you get to do those things. Does Sarah Jessica Parker see this movie? Did you invite her to this screening that's going to happen on the...
You know what? I haven't heard from any of the girls.
It's
so
weird.
I don't know.
They don't like you, do they?
No, I don't think it's that.
Come on. Let's get real.
Howard,
I don't think the Sex and the City girls like you.
Well, I think a lot of people in the press.
Yes.
I have a lot invested in that.
What do you mean? Yes, they do. They want to keep that feud going. But why wouldn't Sarah come and support you? This is an important film to you. This is I've never seen you so fired up about a role.
That's
the
a good
movie's
question.
called Meet Monica Velour.
You'd have to ask her.
Did you invite her?
Well, invitations went out, and I said anybody and everybody who, is in New York at this time, maybe she wasn't in town.
And she didn't even call and say, I can't make it.
Nobody called me.
She doesn't like you.
I don't know what it is.
Of course.
I don't know what it is.
She is not supporting you. And what about the other two nutnicks?
They didn't call either.
Where are they?
Well, one of them,
Charlotte, the sweet one.
She lives in L.A.,
Yeah.
And I just
And what about the other one who went lesbian?
They have babies. They have lives. They're busy,
Too busy for their friends. Too busy for the woman that made Sex in the City what it was. The woman that made them money.
I'm not saying anything.
Wow. What about the creator, Darren Stars? He come to see the movie?
No, not that I know of. No.
What the hell is going on?
I
Boy,
agree.
show business is.
They're all on to the next thing.
Do you think it's you?
No, I think it's just that people are busy, and now
but why don't they like you?
I don't think it has to do with liking me or not liking me. You know what it is? I think that movies come to people now. People don't go to movies. They're
if Sarah Jessica
busy.
Parker wrote you a note and said, I want you to come see my new movie, you would be there for her, wouldn't you?
I was there for the Morgans movie, yes.
You were?
Yeah.
You
Gladly.
And she wrote you and said, would you come?
I would go, yes. I support Sarah in everything she does. I think she's terrific.
Sarah, this is not right what you're doing to this woman.
Don't.
All right, maybe you got your differences.
She's not doing anything. She's busy. She's got her life.
No, listen, she's not that busy. She got 20 nannies. Listen to me. You're a woman. You work together with her. Put aside the differences. Go out and support.
Maybe she'll come to the Beekman and she'll see it. We've got a week. This is
the important week. You got 1 week to make this movie work.
And if people come out and support the movie,
people like Sarah Jessica Parker.
You're terrible.
I mean, come on. I'm not terrible. Let's be honest. Let's be real. You work together. Let's support each other as actresses, as women.
You heard it here.
So I've said the truth, haven't I?
Well, I think it's important to support each other. Yes, I do.
And they're not there for you. You went to the Morgans, whatever the hell that is.
It was a Sarah Jessica Parker movie.
I didn't see it.
Not too many people did.
That's right.
Hopefully more people will see.
Was the Morgans a bad movie?
It's a rom-com, and I like rom-coms, and I think Sarah, what she does is really great. So I did enjoy, and I like Hugh Grant.
Look at you putting on a face that says, hey, I'm not going to say anything negative about her, but she won't show up for my movie. Poor you. Alone with your computer and your vibrator, sitting in that apartment.
You know something?
Where's Smith Jarrett? Did he show up?
No.
Not even Smith Jarrett likes you.
No, it's not about liking me. What are you
They should support you. I support you. My audience will support you.
That is why I'm here.
Look, go see Kim Cattrall in Meet Monica Velour at the Beekman Theater in Manhattan this Friday through Thursday. Kim is going to do pretty much anything you want at this Q&A.
Q&As.
At the 7 p.m. screening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And go over to this Beekman if you live around this area. Come on. Give her a shot. It's a good movie about a porn star who's past her prime, and she's dealing with the town and the whole thing.
Yeah, she's dealing with aging alone, fighting for the
Who are you hanging with these days? Pee Wee Herman?
No.
You don't even hear from him, do you?
No, I don't even hear from him.
I'm sorry for you. I don't think you have a friend in the business.
I do.
But you must be a monster.
Michael Stipe is a good friend of mine.
Oh, Michael Stipe.
Yeah. And I think he's terrific. And
him you like?
I think he's amazing. Really a talented man. And he came to see the movie
What's
the
he
second
doing?
He
Is he
had
doing?
an album out. REM had just got like an amazing album.
Really?
Where they made a film for each song. They got different filmmakers, Sophie Calle and James Franco. They each made a film for each song. He's still creative. He's still doing movies. I mean, he did Being John Malkovich. I mean, he's a real he's an artist.
I'm looking you over. I can't see how you don't have a man.
It's
crazy.
They're terrified.
No, I'm not terrified.
But you're married.
Oh, that's right. No wonder I'm not terrified.
See, this is the problem. The older you get, they're either incredibly damaged or they're married.
Well, I'm both of those things. So I'm a double header. All right, listen to me. You've said it all. We get the point. We like this idea of you in this movie. Now you need us to go.
Yes.
And we'll be there. Believe me, we're not Sarah Jessica Parker or those other two.
I love you.
I don't even know the names of the other two, honestly.
I love you,
I know
Howard
you
Stern.
and Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't know the other two.
Those other two?
The other two are replaceable. You're not.
Kristen Davis and Cynthia Nixon.
Yeah, I'm surprised you know their names based on their support of you. Well, look, it doesn't seem to bother you, so it's not going to bother me.
I have a lot of great people in my life.
I wish you great things. I wish you. You know what I wish for you?
Yes.
A beautiful trip to Peru where they rub good and plenty all over you. I'm not kidding. And a beautiful ceremony.
Thank you.
I wish that for you.
Thank you.
See, Kim Cattrall, and I wish you happiness and success with this film.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin.
Let me just say, see Kim Cattrall and Meet Monica Velour. That's the name of the movie, and it's going to be at the Beekman Theater. This is the make or break week for this movie.
Let's go.
It's in Manhattan this Friday through Thursday. This is it for. Listen, Kim needs you there. She's being honest.
I do.
Actresses don't often say that, but she's saying she needs you.
It's worth your while.
She's saying it might even be fun.
Yes. It's actually a funny, sweet movie. You'll enjoy it.
That's right. And you'll see Brian Dennehy's ball sack.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Close your eyes for that. Thank you for stopping by
How
here.
can I thank you?
Oh, I'll think
For
of a
you.
way. I know what you can do. Believe me.
You made your Stern Show debut today.
Yes, I did. I'm no longer a virgin of Howard Stern Show.
What's it like making the transition from someone you know in your personal life to seeing them in their craft, seeing Howard behind his board? And
You know, I feel that I know both of those Howards. I know the private Howard a little bit less, but he's always been incredibly generous to me and supportive of me, and today is just another indication of that in the guise of this persona, which is actually just a pussycat making fun. And it's, you know, he's a great actor in a way. He plays this role beautifully. And it's like playing tennis with him, you know? I feel like little McEnroe out there, you know? And so it was really a thrill.
so you feel like he can walk that line between knowing you in
Yes.
your own way, but
Yes,
then
and you know, he's very instinctual. He picks up a vibe about someone. And that's what he follows. The truth, his truth. And you got to go with that. And, you know, I'm not a bullshitter. He knows that. And I think that there's a chemistry that can happen on his show. And I felt that today. That's what was so exciting about it.
So now that you've crossed into his universe, can we expect you back for many more
I
appearances?
sure hope so. I really do. I have a play opening on Broadway in November, Private Lives, and he'll come, so maybe we'll sit down and talk about sex in 1921, which is what that play is about.
Maybe steer away from the vibrator talk this time.
Yes, exactly. I don't think they had those electrical units then.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Kim.
Thanks a lot. Thank
Okay,
you.
Good luck.
Investigations, do a number of different investigative services. These are two of my decoys, John and JoJo. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my book, Happens All the Time. We're going to talk about my dealings with the Church of Scientology, and I'm going to teach people how to cheat and catch them.
So you're going to get behind your operation. Tell Howard how it works, how you catch cheaters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get behind the operation.
All right,
And,
good.
we're going to educate them.
Best of luck today, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Hey, one of these guys is here. He's got one of these personal investigating services. He catches cheating spouses. I was just saying to Gary, I took Gary out to dinner last night for his birthday. What, is he 50?
Gary? I don't know.
Or is he old? Was it your 50th, Gary?
Is that true?
Was it your 50th? Yeah. How come your wife didn't have like a big 50th birthday party for you? Isn't that like a big milestone? Oh, she did, and we
Maybe
weren't
it's
invited.
no big deal when Gary turns 50.
I think that you know, Mary's birthday is the day after mine.
Yeah.
So I don't think she wants to celebrate her birthday.
Were you disappointed that she didn't sort of throw a big bash? Because a wife usually does that for her husband. You're a pretty good fucking husband.
You know what? Some of our neighbors threw a small dinner party with a lot of our friends.
Were you disappointed, though, in a way?
No, it was okay.
You look
Did it occur to you that something might be happening?
No.
No?
No.
Gary was walking around all day with a big smile on his face. He was waiting for the big surprise.
No.
Opening every door, expecting somebody to jump out.
I took Gary out to John George last night.
Ooh, nice.
What a great restaurant.
Ladies
Holy
got
shit.
dressed up. Mary looking great. Beth looking great. They, they got dressed up. I put on my beautiful suit.
Did you?
Well, yeah.
In the middle of the week.
Yeah. Took Fafa Fooey out.
I put on my beautiful suit that Howard bought me 2 birthdays ago.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of use out of
I
that.
do.
I got to get you another new one.
That's a nice suit.
Yeah, it's, so we had a nice night.
So that's a big deal for Gary's 50th.
So I said to Gary, because, we're having this guy Mark on who has this private investigating service. I said, wouldn't it be just kind of cool? Like, Mary's not cheating on you. I think
Well,
Mary.
Gary watches her anyway. He's got cameras all over the house.
Right. So I was just like, but wouldn't it be cool to hire, like, they have a female private investigator and a male one.
Oh, they do that thing where they try to entice you.
Yeah. And so like if this good-looking guy like went up to Mary and just was kind of like flirting with her at the supermarket, like would it be interesting to see if she flirted back a little bit?
Just to see how far she goes.
Yeah. Hey, let me bring in Mark.
But what if it goes too far?
So then you divorce her. You got to.
He's got to trust.
Like, what if she blows the guy?
Exactly. What if she just, hey, there's a hotel down the block?
All right, this is Mark Chapetta. I think I'm saying that right. There's Mark.
Hello.
On the end there.
And the hot chick is...
that's the investigator, because I was going to say, who are these two investigators?
Hot chick is JoJo Ryder. JoJo is the girl you meet at the bar, and then when you take her up for the blowjob, then she goes, guess what? You're fucked. And this good-looking gentleman is John Lamb.
Hi there.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
The vibration from the bass, right? It's a good time.
Robin, I'm going to fuck you.
You're going to get a little squirrely later.
I'm going to
maybe
tell
a
your
pinky in the
husband.
ass. I got a bag of carrots and cucumbers.
Mark, I was saying to Gary, it'd be cool
Yes, sir.
to hire... What's the name of your company?
On the Mark Investigations. We're based out of Brockton, Massachusetts.
Be kind of cool to hire your company and like I'm reasonably comfortable that Beth isn't cheating on me.
You're sure?
Although I'm sure a lot of guys say that and find out they are. But like I wouldn't mind seeing if a good-looking guy like John went in there and like said to Beth, hey baby, like how far? Hello. How far? Like how far would it go? Like how much flirting would go on?
Right.
Now you say an interesting statistic.
Yes.
60% of the men you investigate go too far with these women, like they want to have sex with them, right?
Really? 60%?
Yeah, men are pigs, you know that. And,
Right.
And men can't risk temptation, especially
JoJo.
gay men that like John.
Oh, right.
And then with JoJo as well.
JoJo, 60% of the guys you investigate end up hitting on you?
Yeah, probably about that much.
What do you consider...
Going too far.
Yeah, okay, let's say a guy's at the bar, he meets you, and he just talks to you for the night. We're not calling him a cheater, are we?
No. If it gets handsy and hands-on and things are going, like, further and there's, like, innuendos and so on and so forth, then I get the kind of the nod or whatever from Mark. I kind of, we're in contact with each other.
When do you get the nod? Like if a guy says, hey, let's go back to my room, then you have enough on him, right?
I'll say, let me go freshen up or whatever, and
you're out.
Left.
It all depends on, what the client also perceives as cheating, Howard,
Right.
As the former president of the United States didn't consider a blowjob cheating.
Right.
So it depends on what the wife wants.
So the wives hire you, they say, look, I want to know if my husband's cheating on me. I want the definitive answer.
Yes.
JoJo goes out. She puts on a hot little outfit.
Absolutely.
She goes over to the bar. She talks to the guy. Hey, how are you? I'm JoJo. Blah, 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 blah. A little small talk.
Yep.
The cheaters, how long does it take them before they make their move?
It's all different.
Depends how drunk they are.
And it depends on how aggressive they are and how much of a cheater they are. You know what I mean? It's all individual.
And I'm always standing close by on any job that I take her or any of my other female decoys on.
Yeah.
I'm always shadowing them. That's for liability reasons. It's for the girl's safety.
But JoJo, you never make out with the guy?
It's gotten.
How far has it gotten? Little titty feel?
I almost fired her once
Really?
for
How far did she go?
I was new. I didn't know.
What'd you do? You went down on the guy?
Things.
What'd you do with the guy?
Did you fucking go down on him?
I did things that he was really hot, and the client said she was done.
Right.
So that was game.
Well,
that's what I mean.
That's what I'll get from my clients.
One of my first jobs.
One of your first jobs. You meet the guy at the bar. You didn't know that you're not supposed to do anything.
Well, because I up until the point where if the client was still on it, if his wife was still on, of course I'm not going to go there. But she was like saying
what happened?
That she was done.
You went to a bar.
Yeah, and then I went back to his room.
You went back to his room.
Yeah.
Did you go all the way with him?
Almost.
He put his finger inside of you?
Almost.
Almost.
Things happened.
Blowjob.
We both were satisfied.
You both went down on each other.
Kinda.
And he didn't want to bang you?
I didn't want to go that far.
No kidding.
I'm really a good girl.
And what pissed me off is that I usually don't rig her up with the hidden camera.
Right.
I usually have the hidden camera on me, and that I didn't get to actually witness this before I almost fired her ass.
Now, what is the... Okay, 60% of married men or men in relationships cheat on their woman. But with women, I figure it's lower, right?
You know, it's starting to grow, believe it or not. My business, and I've been starting to track it lately and check all my cases and track the numbers. Women are working more. They're out in the work field. They're traveling. They're going away. And it's just normal for them to start cheating more. You know, they're not getting it at home good enough, and they look for a little attention, and you send someone like John in.
Johnny boy, you're a good-looking guy. What's your background? You a cop or something?
No, God, no. I've been on the other side of the law a few times. Mark found me after doing a show on
What'd you do? What'd you do to get on the other side of the law?
I've got a whole bunch of assault and batteries and then driving thing, but nothing bad. No, I used to bounce for years, so, you know, you smack around a drunk that's caused a problem, they press charges,
Let's rephrase it. Everything that was dismissed.
Yeah, everything's dismissed.
You were cleared of all
Everything's been dismissed.
or else I wouldn't use him, but I found him on Tool Academy. I saw him on VH1 on Tool Academy, and
What's
I said...
Tool Academy?
To show where girlfriends sign up to boyfriends because they're lying, cheating pieces of shit.
Right, okay.
I'm not lying, cheating piece of shit.
So what happens? You go out to a bar, a lot of these chicks good-looking chicks? I guess it's guys with good-looking wives.
I mean, it's a pretty vast mix, you know. We got some 8s, some 7s, and then we got some 3 woofers, you know.
Right. So you go in there, you sit, you strike up a conversation with them, and how many women actually proposition you?
I'd probably say pretty damn near close to half, if not a little more.
No kidding. So so the rate's going up. In other words, there's a lot of women cheating on their men.
Yeah, a lot of middle-aged women.
Are most guys shocked when they find out that their wives are cheating on them? Do most of them think, I don't think... I mean, if they call you, they're suspicious.
Most of them know before they hire me. They just like to self-torture themselves even more.
They like confirmation.
They like the confirmation. They like to torture themselves. Recently, within the last, I'd say about a year ago, John and I went to an island to perform a job, and his job was to hit on this beautiful young woman, and it was a couples resort.
Right.
And we're there together.
Right.
And we had to kind of confirm that we weren't doing each other to try to get the girl to even remotely look at him like we weren't gay. We went to a restaurant and they asked if we wanted a wine list.
Skip the wine. We're going right to the blowjobs.
Right.
So what happens? So let's say you make the approach, right? You make the approach on this woman. She's hot, right?
Yep.
All right. And she's a married woman. And what do you do?
Her partner's right there.
How do you make the approach?
Well, no. In certain situations, usually the partner's not there. Usually it's like a girls' night out or a trip away.
Of course.
I spend a brief amount of time just kind of getting to know them, see what their style is, see what they like. Some people like the big douchebag thing that I can put on. Other people like the slow, strong, silent type. And other people like a little scared little bitch. So I kind of do the impromptu eye contact, kind of wink and smile a little. So in this
particular situation that you're talking about with this good-looking chick, you walked up and you say what? What's the line that you say to them to sort of warm up? I imagine the women...
I'm not gay. That's not my boyfriend over there.
I'm not fucking him tonight. I plan on fucking
you. No, but you're a good-looking guy and everything, so they're probably open to speaking to you. But at the same point, what do you say to introduce yourself?
Well, this one certain situation, I don't know, stop me if I break any confidentiality, but there were kids involved, so, you know, you talk to the kids, be friendly.
You're like, hey, kids,
how's it going? Want to see my van?
I want to be your
lollipops.
daddy.
I like you kids, and your mom's pretty fucking hot.
I want to tongue punch your dirt star.
That's right. So you go over and you start playing with the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, like walking by, the kids were in the way, so I kind of like made conversation. Like, I wish you had a pair of floaties like that. High five, you know, stuff like that. And then the conversation starts from there.
Then they call the security at the pool and say, this guy's talking.
So the hot broad comes up. What is she, in a bathing suit? She's in a blue bikini?
Yeah, she had a little tiny bikini thing on.
And what do you, in order to entice her, what are you wearing, like a Speedo or something?
No Speedo. I just had a typical bathing suit on, you know.
Right, like the board shorts, that kind of
thing. Board shorts, might have had a tank top, a sleeveless shirt, or maybe the man tits out.
Yeah, man tits are out. Yeah. Right. So you go up and say what to her? What do she say? Hey.
Well, I start talking about the kids, and I offered a thing I got at the resort. It was like a toy for the pool and stuff, and we go on from there, and I'm like, I didn't know this was such a family-oriented place. It seems like we're the only single guys down here.
Right.
Are you with someone? You want to go out and grab a drink? And I don't want to get into too much of it. I don't know who listens to the show.
What cute kids you have? Let's fuck.
You know what? I'll say it. They did grab a drink together, and
once they grab the drink together, then you know you're on to something,
I'm texting back and forth with the client, Howard, so I'm giving the client pretty much a play-by-play. In today's day, you can just constantly communicate with these people.
Sure.
I can send them instant video. I can send them instant photos. I can confirm them because I've had people...
So you text back to the guy, hey, my man John's over at the bar having a drink with your wife.
His hand's on her knee. She tells him that I'm overhearing the conversation. She says she's not married, and she is married.
Wow.
So these are signs. We're also there to download. He's there to download their brain. Are they married? Do they have someone at home? And then when they
do they ever get as far where they say to you, hey, John, I want to take you back to the room, or why don't you come to my room?
Not quite that up front and blunt, but I've had plenty of situations where I knew it could have gone further. I actually don't cheat myself. I have a good girl at home.
When these women are confronted, why are you making a vomit face?
What is that all
What does that mean?
Because he's pussy whipped and he loves his girlfriend. But this is a professional job, and I only allow him to go so far.
All right, but when these women kind of give you the sign where they go, hey, you know, like they put their hand on your knee and this and that, can't they come back and say to their husbands, you know what? You know I'm touchy-feely. I never would have done anything with this guy. I put my hand on his knee. So fucking what? I wasn't going to go fuck this guy. Don't you need more proof?
Oh, yeah. We get him to suck face. We get him to rub each other. Absolutely.
Oh, you do. So you will kiss these girls.
Damn straight.
I won't have any kind of sexual, skin-on-skin contact.
The kissing can't go on at the bar or at the while you're having a drink because the kids are there. The kids are running
this
around.
particular case.
I wouldn't do anything in front of kids. That's kind of fucked up. I don't want to.
So how far do you go with her so that the client actually has proof?
Well, we did a case in Boston recently, John and I, and this particular case, the client insisted on being there.
Right.
So the client was with me, and we were in the back room. I was able to maneuver it, so we were in the back room, and we had the hidden video camera. We're watching it. We're watching John perform his act, and then we see him rubbing her, then we see them making out, and the client darted out, started yelling at her, flipping chairs over.
Wow.
So, I have to be careful liability-wise.
Is the rule now, don't bring the client with you, because if he flips out, which he probably is going to.
You got a domestic on your hands, and I don't need that.
That's right, and then you're sort of involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will kiss these girls, you will let them rub up on you and this kind of thing. And once they kiss, that's it. I mean, we can stop. Right? That's
Do you consider that cheating if your spouse is kissing someone?
If I saw my wife kissing a guy, that to me, it's over. That's it. We're done.
That's as far as it has to go. Suppose she's entertaining the prospect, but after that, she decides, no, I really love my husband.
I don't give a fuck.
It's called self-control. You got to have it from the get-go,
You know, some will call it entrapment, but entrapment legally is a criminal act.
Bullshit. It ain't entrapment.
No. Thank you.
You know what it is?
Thank you.
It's like, hey, man, I want to know. Now, you had a case. I was reading in the notes. You had a case. A guy was going to get married, and he wanted to test to see. He was having an affair.
Yes.
So he was cheating on his wife, but he had a mistress, right?
Yes.
He decided he was going to leave his wife for the mistress.
Yes.
But he said, before I pull the plug, before I do this, how do I know my mistress isn't cheating on me?
Right.
So you brought in Big John.
Yeah, this was this was like a year and a half ago. We
right
did
after
this
the
case.
show, so less than 2 years ago.
And it turns out the mistress was 100% honest and not cheating.
Not cheating.
Absolutely
and he left his wife and he married the mistress.
And he's happily ever after.
Happy success story.
And a lot of people will do it for their own well-being. When you get in your 30s and 40s, you may, it's an investment. It's a lot cheaper to hire an investigator for a few $1,000s than to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a nasty divorce.
Right, absolutely.
Damn straight.
I don't know.
So you think you're doing like a service?
I am a private eye superhero, Robin.
I was always torn on this kind of thing. One of it was like, hey, they're kind of home wreckers. On the other hand, but you know what?
But wait a minute.
Where would a guy go?
Cheating is a home wrecker, not us.
That's right.
Don't expect to not get caught.
I agree with you.
Suppose the guy never gets hits on.
Right.
Gets hit on.
Go ahead.
She goes into the bar and starts hitting on it.
Go ahead.
And he falls for it because, whoa, this never happens to me.
Well, then, hey, come on. Come on. Now,
that's
the one,
entrapment.
Well,
because this guy wouldn't have done anything. She was a
Sure he wasn't.
He doesn't just go in there. I mean, someone's got to be hired. There's got to be cause suspicion for this woman to be like, okay, you know what? I think my husband's cheating. He doesn't just go in there and go, I bet that guy's cheating. Let's set him up. No, he's hired.
Yeah, but the woman could have suspicions.
I don't do a psychological
travels.
screening on my clients. If they call and if they say, I think my husband or she, or vice versa.
Well, there is the one thing. There is the one thing you could take the attitude that, you know what? Let's say a lot of people do cheat on their spouse.
Yes.
Is it really our jobs to bust them and let them know? In other words, a lot of people survive cheating. In other words, you go out, you cheat once or twice, and you say, you know what? I did
really
the wrong
value
thing.
my marriage, yeah.
I value my marriage. I've made a mistake, and I'm never doing that again. And they're serious, and they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go into the mix, he's getting a divorce.
That is a problem.
True. JoJo here has been cheated on, so she's kind of like got a vendetta when she goes out there. Like, it's almost like stripping. It's like you're looking at the guy giving you money saying F you, and she wants to nail the bastards because she's been cheated on.
But at the same time, I try to keep that separate. It's I'm being hired. It's a job. You know what I mean? I'm not yeah, you are a shitbag. Hey, you know what? If you want to screw around all you want. But if you're hurting someone in the meantime, you shouldn't be doing it.
You know what, JoJo? I know a guy cheated on his wife a couple of times. I happen to know this guy. He cheated a couple of times. He admitted it to me. And he said to me, you know what? It was the biggest mistake of my life. My wife and I have a great marriage now. It's been, and this is a true story. He said, it's like I understand now that I was out of my mind. The best thing I have is at home.
He's lucky to have her to have been patient.
That's right. And he goes, look, she doesn't know.
Oh.
But, I made a mistake, and I love her.
Difference.
So you're saying that everyone should maybe cheat once to realize how good they have at home?
What if you guys bust a guy, and it turns out it was his once or twice time, and his marriage would have survived?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You kill someone once or twice,
But you know
you're a
what?
murderer.
You know what, Howard? By the time they call my agency on the Mark Investigations in Brockton, Mass.
All right, fair enough.
They usually know. They usually hack into the computer. They usually find something. There's usually suspicion that leads up.
Do people that you're hitting on ever realize what's going on? The guy goes, wait a second. I am an ugly mother. I am an ugly motherfucker.
It's never.
No one ever hits on
It's
me.
never happened. And JoJo's a beautiful girl, but I have sent girls in that look like Jenna Jameson or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
And they'll be like, something doesn't add up here. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what's wrong with this
You ain't
picture?
on
I'm
me.
short, fat, and dumpy, and why is a girl with large breasts?
You're saying
hitting on me?
JoJo looks like a girl that, while she's beautiful, she looks like a girl that maybe would hit on a guy. She fits a certain type.
She's my number one girl. She's she's.
Because I can go either way. I don't have the chest, but I mean, I can go either way.
Well, she's got a great
You
ass.
look very nice. John, what about you? You're an extremely handsome man. Do any of these ladies go, wait a second, this fucking
doesn't
guy is
happen.
Again, Mark gives me a lot of details about the women. I know how to dress. I know the demeanor to have. And no, I mean, I'm not fucking... Who's that soccer player douche with the Spice Girl there? David Beckham. I'm not David Beckham,
You shave your balls and your bush?
Everything but my arms and legs. If you want to see my balloon knock, get Richard Christy in here. I'll show it.
I don't want to see it.
I'll be
neither do I.
honest.
Do you
Sometimes
ever have to kiss ugly chicks? I mean, real heinous-looking wives?
Not real heinous, but I've had some like sixes. I prefer eights are better, but
Right, sure.
I'll play a little taunty hockey with a six for a bonus.
if they're real heinous, just like the Jenna Jameson type, I won't send John in because he's almost too good looking.
What's it cost
too
me
tall.
to find out if my wife is a cheat?
It all depends. If you want to send us away, for 3 or 4 days and you got to do a lot of prep work, it could cost anywhere, up to, $10,000.
Right.
You're paying for his vacation,
Goddamn
and he
right.
gets to hit on your wife. Oh
Probably
my
fucking my wife.
Can I say this?
Whatever.
Nice wedding gift.
Since you're giving all them compliments,
Yeah.
I am also the fallback guy. So if they
what?
don't like him,
Yeah.
then I will switch up and give it an opportunity. And my wife has allowed me to suck face and suck face only.
You're the beefcake, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, listen. This is a wild topic. Some people might think you're a cock-sucking fuck. And other people might see you as a service that is very much needed. Which is it?
Do they just, is it mostly when the girls go on these girly vacations that you get hired?
Yes.
Because girls stick up for girls. There's a girl code like there's a guy code. And it's happened a few times, you know. And lots of it happens in your local bar, your local restaurant, your local wherever they're going to be.
You also do other kinds of investigations. Sir. What the fuck is a paranormal investigation?
What?
You've never found any ghosts. You don't do that, do you?
Do you know what? Special machines? Are you a Ghostbuster?
I'll be honest with you.
People call you guys?
I'll be honest with you. I promote it on my website, and if I get calls, I subcontract that out.
Right.
My company, we do a lot of we debug houses.
Right.
I have a ton of people that are legitimately, professional crazy people who think that there's bugs in their house, so we'll go in and sweep a house.
So you do a lot of different services.
I do everything.
You were hired by the Church of Scientology, right?
I was.
Why?
There's a chapter in the book, and I met them about 12 years ago, and they hired me just to do background work, to do investigative work on people.
In other words, if I am a person who criticizes the Church of Scientology,
they would hire someone like me to find everything that you could think of about you. Surveillance, pull trash.
Why are they so paranoid? They have a successful operation.
It's weird.
Who are they looking for?
Right.
It's weird. A lot of them are ex-members, and I can't say anything bad about them because they've never handed me pamphlets. They've never tried to force me to go in that direction. I was an outside contractor. I said, hey, look, as long as the money's green, as long as it's ethical. But I did have to go through the whole E-meter test before I started doing work for them.
Really?
Right.
It was like something my third grader made with like 2 toilet paper rolls, and they asked if I was a secret spy.
Why not hire someone within Scientology? Why would they risk a guy like you who's a loudmouth going around?
Who's going to go on Howard Stern and talk about it 10 years later?
Hire someone from within.
But you know what? Because I have nothing bad to say about them. They're actually nice people. They've been good to me. They were a good client.
What do you find out about the people who criticize Scientology? Probably
just
nothing.
Anything. You just gather intel. Knowledge is power.
And so, what are they looking for?
Care?
They want to discredit the person.
In case it goes into litigation. There are a lot of ex-members that are out there to...
You said while you were there...
Yes.
Tom Cruise walks through a secret passageway and then appears in rooms.
Maybe he just walks through walls.
Why is that? Why? What do you mean a secret passageway?
I was out at... Oh, gosh.
The Celebrity
I'm going to be getting... you know what? Someone's going to be watching me now, Howard. I was at the Celebrity Center in L.A. many years ago, and they said he came through his private secret entrance. I didn't see it. I didn't know if it was like a bat cave or anything.
Right.
And he came by, and he had a Yankees hat on. I had a Sox hat on. He said hi to me. He seemed genuine, and he was going to study.
What is the secret entrance? So no one will see him? No one can behold him?
I guess. Right. I have no clue.
Right.
He was going to study.
Study what?
He was continuing education.
Do you think at this point he knows everything?
Continuing it. I don't know him personally. I've never done work for him personally, but I was out there on a job.
Now the Scientology Church doesn't use you anymore. Is that?
I haven't done work for them in about 6-7 years. They're nice people.
Do you think they weren't satisfied with your work?
No, I think they've just suffered from recession, and I think what they do is they rotate a lot of different people. It's time to move on with someone else. I already did great work. I did great work. I was the best trash picker in the fucking U.S.
Yes, and you would find out things. What kinds of things would you find out? What type of girls they like? What type of guys they like?
You know what I would?
Would you find that if they were, say, homosexuals, and then report that to the Church of Scientology?
I would just gather the intel, Howard,
What's the intel?
I would
what
give
are we
it
looking
back.
For?
Post-its, letters, envelopes, addresses. Banana peels.
Did
throw
you ever
out.
wonder what they were doing with that material? Did you worry that perhaps they might be using it to discredit a guy or to frame a guy or to do something like that?
You know what? That's again, I wasn't doing anything illegal. Pulling trash is legal if it's on a curbside. If you go into a dumpster, it's trespassing. It's illegal.
Right.
So I'm performing my job as a professional investigator to get the trash. I'm performing my job as.
Do you ever turn down a case because you think it's immoral?
The only case I really turned down recently was a woman who thought that someone implanted a listening device in her brain, and she wanted to know if I could sweep her head.
All right, she's obviously a schizophrenic.
Yeah, I get a lot. But she said she worked for the state, which...
Have you ever been hired by a politician to find out what his opponent is doing?
All the time.
All the time. Goes on all the time. They didn't learn from Watergate. They didn't learn from Nixon.
All the time. Local politicians, reps, senators,
What do they
want
to know?
Just anything that they can find out on them.
They want to find out any kind of scandal, right? So they can discredit their opponent.
Yeah. I ran for office back in 2004 myself, and I lost. And my opponent afterwards thanked me for, not investigating her. I said, you know what? I wouldn't have wanted you to do it to me.
Chico, you're on the air. You're on with Mark, Mark's Private Investigation Services, or go to purchase his book, Happens All the Time, Cheating in the Good Old USA. Go to onthemark.com, onthemark.com.
On-the-mark.
On-the-mark.com. Okay, Chico, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
This guy's a fucking douchebag. I'm going to take the fucking bat right to his head.
Hey, man.
You get fucking paid to ruin people's lives. Mind your fucking business.
Bring it on, man. I'll be your next fight. You'll be my next fight in the cage.
What?
I said, bring it on. You'll be my next fight in the cage.
Dude, I'd love to, tough guy. Be careful what you wish for.
Tough guy. Tough guy's calling the radio shows there, Chico. What kind of name is that? Are you a dog, you fucking scumbag?
What's the matter, dude?
Dude, I will fucking rape your wife's asshole right in front of you and then choke out your golden retriever, you fucking scumbag lowlife. Get a fucking job.
No wonder you have an anger issue.
I'm telling you. These fucking douchebags calling the radio shows talking tough. What a fucking pussy. I pull up front, you fucking scumbag.
You know what? I will say...
Sucking a black cock, pussy?
All right,
I love sucking black cock, your mothers.
I will say, Howard, that...
It always comes down to black cock.
Yeah.
I'm your mother.
I run my agency. Can I speak? Can I speak, Chico? I run my agency in a very professional way. I don't do anything illegal. You know what? If you ethically think it's a crime, that's not for me. I get hired for a service. I do it legal. I have legal people that work with me. I do legal work. I walk the fine line like a gumshoe.
All right, Chico.
It doesn't mean that you're not a douchebag for what you're doing. Mind your fucking business.
If you cheat, you're a douchebag for what you're doing.
There's no reason to put the bait out there and fucking ruin people's fucking lives.
Did you get caught? Did you get caught?
Chico got caught cheating, man.
Yeah. Chico and the man?
What's that?
I said, was it Chico and the man?
How come Chico's phone connection is so low?
Because he's poor.
You don't think he's paying his phone bill?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's got one of those government-paid cell phones.
See, I work for my money. I don't ruin people's lives like you scumbag.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Chico.
Thank you, Chico.
Well, what about your extremely low voice, John? Does that ever freak women out?
That's from all that black cock Chico said I suck. It's high protein levels. I've had this voice since 7th grade. I haven't been able to date. I've had buddies' fathers in middle school that thought I was a drug dealer calling the house and I couldn't talk to them.
Well, let me just say thank you guys for coming in.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
For more information on Mark's Private Investigation Services or to purchase his book, Happens All the Time, Cheating in the Good Old USA, go to on-themark.com. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
It always gets people worked up, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
It always does, man. Okay.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
All right.
Can we take a photo
surprise
before
no
we
career
leave,
in
Howard?
the... Hey, nice to meet you.
Can we take a photo for him?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
John, can you go get your phone so we can take some photos?
Yeah, you look handsome, man. You look
You look
good.
great. Thank you.
Did my wife send you?
Yeah.
Did my wife send him?
Yeah, right.
Mark,
Yes.
so that went well. I mean, you got your word out for sure.
I got my word out. I'm a little nervous about what the backlash is going to be when I get back with the state police that license me and the Church of Scientology and all that shit. But you know what? I guess you get to take risks in life.
Well, I was going to say, on one hand, you're looking to promote, you're looking to get the word out about your business, but at the same time, you're a private investigator, so it's something you have to keep kind of secretive. How do you walk that line? How do you...
People are fucking dumb, that's why. They got no clue. You know what I mean? I could talk to someone and 5 minutes later be watching them, and they're just... People are oblivious.
So they're not
Plus, I put fake mustaches on.
They're not going to remember.
I can't grow one, so I put a fake one on. I'm 42 and I can't even grow a beard. So as you can tell.
Decoys, are you worried at all that this exposure is going to lead to people knowing who you are and...
No,
like
it should
he
be
says,
fine. We change our looks, we do things. I'm busy undressing Lisa with my eyes right now. So got me. I've had
Lisa.
her for about a decade now. So
Really?
It's the glasses, the hair, the whole
I know, and I'm
petite
part
figure.
Bostonian, too.
He was just saying he loves the glasses.
Need them.
Oh, need them, huh?
Howard and us.
Interesting.
Because I want him to send it.
Lisa, are you feeling the mutual love here? Is this the type of man you're
It's
looking
that
for?
voice. It's like what Howard said.
Whisper sweet,
See, I'm
sweet,
more of a
sweet
normal,
nothings.
average guy. I'm more obtainable.
You could have a
I'd like to
cheeseburger or
thank.
filet mignon. Let's choose there.
And I'm 10 years older than
I'll be the
him.
French fries.
So you guys can change up your look. You can adapt and make
Yeah, we
yourself.
have a whole
like he
different
says,
ball.
He gets down on his hands and knees, and he's a 5'6"
And then,
guy.
yeah, and then check this out. Now watch. This is hilarious.
Oh, wow.
You know, shoes make a big difference.
So there's all sorts of tricks involved to keep yourselves anonymous and conspicuous. Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you. Great time.
Thank you.
Hey, by the way, I didn't even mention, did you hear that Larry King stopped by the wrap-up show the other day for like 2 seconds? He was in the building doing a bunch of serious satellite meetings, not meetings, but talk shows. And he walked by the wrap-up show for 2 seconds.
I didn't know that.
Well, there was only 3 minutes left in the wrap-up show, which I don't even understand. I've said to Tim, if the wrap-up show has something cool going on, why do they have to end it exactly on time? And then he said something has to do with the computer and like the scheduling of the shows, that you have to end completely on the hour.
But we didn't have to.
No, I don't know why. If Larry King's there, the guys wanted to keep going with him because it was sort of fun. And I don't know. My philosophy has always been, if something good is going on, let it keep going. Who cares? If the guys want to sit there and talk to Larry King, let them. I wonder what's going on there with this. It's called a profit system in the computer, and all of our shows after we do them live have to go into the computer system because we replay them, and in the replays they have to end on the hour. And I'm like, why? Who cares? I don't even care if a show ends on the hour. What I mean, like our show.
Somebody made up that rule, and Tim's sticking to it.
I think Tim made up the rule, and Tim's sticking to it. Tim here or no, Gary? Like, why do you guys have to end exactly at 11 o'clock? Larry King's there. You're sitting there. You're having a good time. Go for a half hour. Go for an hour.
I don't think Tim's in yet. I'm calling now.
Yeah.
It may be the only thing he can control.
Yeah, he's got to let go of that. Have you ever been given an explanation, or John?
We have permission to go over now. John just told me.
Is that right?
Yeah, but it won't come up for another year. I even said to somebody that day, "Can we keep going?" And they sort of shook me off.
Who's they?
I might have asked Jim or somebody.
Oh.
So now we got to wait for Larry King, Haley's Comet, to show up again.
The rule is if you're in there, we can go as long as we want to go.
Yeah.
If you come in.
Okay.
Other than that.
Well, who made that rule?
Tim.
But why? What's the thinking behind it?
My understanding is the show has to end because of the rest of the schedule and everything.
But what is the schedule? They just rerun our show.
Yeah, the replay starts at, I guess we're done by 11. So at 11 o'clock, the replay has to start, and then it affects the rest of the day. I don't know.
Yeah, but let's say they replay our show, and you guys finish at 11:20, and they start the shows at 11:30. Who gives a fuck? I mean, no one's sitting there going, oh, man, they didn't start at the top of the hour with the shows.
We're going to miss the next show. Yeah, it is the same show.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand I would love to know what his thought process is in that.
That's Tim. You got to ask him. But
Tim has this move whenever I ask him something. Of course, he goes, I brought it up to you, and you told me you wanted it this way. And
That's exactly what he said about that, Howard.
No, I've never once said that, ever. What, you know me. I'm the guy who used to go to, on terrestrial radio, I would go over. And I'd say, who cares? Let me sit here all day. I'm the only one getting ratings. Why are you in a rush to play music? I mean, so he always blames it on me, Tim. And I know, listen, my whole philosophy in radio is you don't need a schedule. Hey, Tim, how come we have to end the wrap-up show if Larry King walks in?
Well, I told John, I says, if you guys wanted to go, you could have gone. And he says, well, don't we end at the top of the hour? So we discussed it, and they just decided. They didn't even ask me. I was in the room, so.
Right. No, but I'm saying.
You weren't. And Jim, I asked Jim, I said, can we keep going? And he sort of shook his head.
Yeah,
you weren't in the room.
Yes, I was in the room. I was standing right there with Larry King. I was looking at him.
Oh, so you said you weren't in the room.
I was in the room.
So, Gary, you asked and Tim shook his head no?
JD's yelling Tim wasn't in the room either. If Tim
I was
in the room,
I was
unaware because the room was crowded that day.
I patted Larry King on the back on the way out. I says, thanks for stopping by. And if you guys wanted to go, you could have went. There's no problem with that. The thing is that
you've always told me there's a problem.
Well, we like to end the show at the top of the hour, you know, so because it fits in. When we did 6-hour blocks from 6 a.m. until till noon,
right?
You know, that block would replay from noon until 6, from 6 to midnight to 6 a.m.
Who cares?
Well, because of the spots and everything else that had to run within it.
Oh. Okay, from now on, what's the rule? The boys can go as long as they want?
They can go as long as they want. Sure.
Okay, good.
They can end. They should end at the top of the hour if they can. It makes life much easier. But if there's something there that they can go longer.
Makes it easier to put the stuff in the computer.
Exactly. And the other thing is that you and I had a conversation about that.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Remember the wrap-up?
Oh, yeah, I remember it just like it was yesterday. Okay, what's the conversation? He always does this to me.
It's true.
We had a conversation about this, and you told me.
You told me. Remember, you wanted the wrap-up show to go. It's like an hour-long show.
Right.
And that,
And if something is going on, let them go.
Right. Well, that's what we'll do.
Yeah. But I didn't have any conversation about this.
No, we talked about the 1 hour.
Okay. No,
we did.
Don't you remember the conversation where I said, let it run as long as it wants? You were there. Don't you remember that? This is what you do. Don't you remember that conversation?
No, you and I talked about it.
Don't you remember when you and I had a conversation?
I
said, let it run
exactly.
Okay, there you go.
Good. Okay, good. We're even.
Tim. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're losing weight again, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. What are you doing this time? No green drink?
No, green drinks.
You're doing green drink?
Yeah, Robin and I started the detox yesterday.
Yep.
No ayahuasca?
No, thank you.
Ayahuasca?
No, ayahuasca, no ayahuasca.
No.
You know.
Oh, you're doing green drink, huh?
Yeah.
And what else? Because you always change.
But I do like a salad. I don't do like total, but I do like a salad or something like that. Just so, but I watch what I eat.
Yeah.
No more carbs.
Right.
Crap.
Carbs aren't the problem, dude.
Well,
vegetables are carbs.
It's a combination of exercise and putting the right food in your system. But the more green you put into your system, the better. The more oxygen you put in your body, it pushes out all the impurities. You feel better. You have more energy. You think clear. You sleep better.
All right. I'm getting woozy.
Again, vegetables are carbohydrates.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can talk to Tim afterwards about that. Explain it to him again.
Robin, I tried calling you twice last night, by the way.
I tried to call you back, by the way.
Yeah. And Tim's on fire. Tim once, what was Tim's quote once? Food doesn't control him. He controls food. I think you taught him that.
No, he came up with that on his own.
Yeah.
I never declared him not under the control of food.
Nothing that wacky came out of your mouth.
Cookies are my weakness. I now have the tools in order to take the weight off.
I think food gained control again.
Well, like I said, I never declared him. He decided that on his own.
But he looks good.
You're unable to do the lifestyle, you can't take the job.
Right. Sometimes Tim talks so fast and gets all charged up that, you don't know what he's saying. He comes out with all those things.
Your point is valid and well taken.
Right.
Timitudes.
Right.
There's so many projects and initiatives going on around these channels.
Timisms. Tim. I do like that guy. Tim.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Why would you name a kid Tim? Although, what do you name a kid? Timothy. What do you name a kid?
Form.
Where the hell does that come from? Timothy.
Oh, they were talking about
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's kids' names on The View, and it's Moroccan was where
they decorated.
It is a room in her house. It's the Moroccan room, but that's where Nick proposed to her.
Oh, so the kid's got to be stuck with that shitty name,
right?
Moroccan.
Yeah.
Hey, Wally, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey, now.
I was really upset that they were ending the show like that on Larry King. 3 minutes in, Larry's just given off this whole itinerary of what he's doing and where he's going to be appearing. It was hilarious. He's like, Boston, L.A., England, guacamole. I'm like,
I know, I heard. I'll play it. Did you hear it, Robin?
No.
Yeah, it was really good, and then I wanted it to keep going, and then all of a sudden the rule came up. And I said, who made this rule that the guys can't keep going? Go. I don't mind. I mean, listen, you don't want them droning on for 4 hours, but if they got something cool happening, let it go.
Yeah, that was an unusual circumstance.
That's right. I'm telling you, I had nothing to do with that. I'm the guy who says break the rule. There's no rule.
Content is king.
Content is king. Thank you. All right.
Howard, he had no idea that anybody that was in there in the wrap-up show worked for you. He's like, who are all these guys? I assume you're all fans?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right, I'll play it.
Thanks for taking my call, Howard.
It's real quick, actually. He's only on for like 3.5 minutes.
He doesn't. What do you mean he doesn't know? He doesn't know he's on Howard 100?
Well,
he knew.
He just, Who knows what he knows?
Here's what they told him. They said, would you like to go do this? Is the wrap-up show after Howard's show. And he said, is Howard going to be in there? And they said no, and then he came in.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he tells Gary afterwards he'd be happy to do our show that we don't ask. But meanwhile, we've called this publicist.
A million times, I'm sure.
They don't want to. Listen, probably rightly so. Here's the wrap-up show where Larry King walked in.
Larry, come on over to this microphone. Larry King stopped by. How you doing, Larry? Come right over to this microphone.
Wow. How many hosts?
Just two hosts.
Just us.
And a lot of
Don't
guests.
worry, I'm leaving.
That's Howard's limo driver, who's also got 100-something thousand Twitter followers.
Oh.
He only has 80-some thousand.
So, Larry.
How's Howard?
He's good. How come you never come by and do the show?
I'm never asked. How's his interpreter?
He's good. We'd always love to have you on the show.
How we do, Howard? I've got nothing against Howard.
Good. We'd love to have you. What are you promoting?
How old is he at this point?
It's hard to track his age as much as it is his marriages.
The thing about him that's noticeable when you see him in person is he can't weigh more than 100 pounds.
Yeah, he's like an elf. He's like from Middle Earth.
Yeah, he's like a hobbit.
It says here 77.
Okay.
That's how old he is, but he looks older. Honestly.
He's always looked older than 77.
Yeah.
I don't recall him ever looking 77.
So he somehow he keeps saying through this interview that he's a stand-up comedian now, but then when you question him more, it turns out he's not really a stand-up comedian. It sounds like he tells stories about his life. Well, I don't know. It's not quite stand-up comedy with like jokes, but he talks about his life when he does these shows and he can't sit still. He didn't want to give up that CNN show.
No, he was forced out.
Quite frankly, I'm sure if the boys had him there longer, they would have said, don't you feel sort of vindicated? Because I think the ratings were actually higher with Larry than they are with Piers Morgan.
And aren't they bringing Larry back for some kind of a special already?
Maybe, I don't know.
I heard a promo for that.
But now, because he can't sit still, he's going out doing a stand-up tour. And I thought it was a joke. He goes, I just got back from Lisbon, and I guess because CNN's heard all over the world, he has some sort of audience in every country.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing a comedy tour.
Stand-up comedy?
Yeah. I've always done conventions and things, and now when I kind of semi-retired, am I on? Because I don't hear myself.
Yeah, you're on.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a high. Oh, yeah.
He loves his voice.
Yeah.
Listen to him.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just talk for a while.
How many cities you doing?
Oh, I got a list here. I'm doing, I start this Saturday in Borgata in Atlantic City, and then the Wilbur in Boston, and then Biloxi, Reno, Las Vegas, Chandler, Arizona, Reykjavik, Iceland, Stockholm, Sweden, Bergen, Norway.
When he said Reykjavik, Iceland, I thought, he's making a joke. Maybe he is funny. But he wasn't making a joke.
No, he's really going there.
It's Larry King in Iceland. Good. I don't even know how you say hello in Iceland.
Are you really going to Reykjavik?
Yeah.
Wow.
Copenhagen, Munich, London, Morristown, New Jersey, Westbury Music Theater, Ottawa, Toronto, Santa Rosa, California, Newport News, Virginia, Tampa, Naples, West Palm Beach.
And when you stopped doing the CNN show, did you know you were going to do stand-up? Did you want to do something, or did you think you were done?
I actually want to go to the show. What the fuck could he be talking about?
Isn't it true?
Yeah.
Or are these just fairy tales that he's making up?
I don't know. But he comes out on stage and starts talking about what?
I mean, he's not going to tell you the real stories of his life about how he married 8 women.
I fucked this one, and the first night I met her, I fucked her.
And had a gambling problem and all of that. So he must be making up some stories.
Don't you have a feeling it might be like the Charlie Sheen tour, like sort of nobody knows what's going to happen that night?
Well,
and then like within 5 minutes you go to, does anyone have a question?
Winning.
I actually imagine he's put some thought into it.
You think?
My nephew is Scott Zeiger. He's a big Broadway producer, and he's often seen me speak at conventions. And he says, geez, you're funny. Why don't we put together where you do stand-up? And they worked on this show. We got a producer and everything. And I go on stage. It's about 80 minutes of stories. It's all funny. I don't do anything serious. But last Thursday, I was in Portugal. I spoke at a big conference. I just did funny stuff.
But is it more like a stand-up comedy show? Is it more like stories of your life and you're funny?
Correct. It's stories of my life. If there's a similar thing, it would be like Billy Crystal's 700 Sundays. I get up, stories of childhood, stories of broadcasting off the air.
Amazing. He's already in that category of Billy Crystal.
Yeah, he's right up there.
Yeah.
On the air stories.
That's some rarefied air. This must be some show.
Family stories, funny stories.
So after many years broadcasting, you finally decided to give it up.
Yeah.
Howard's been doing it forever. Do you think Howard will continue to do it? And
I remember we do know I'm going to continue for 5 years.
When have you talked to Larry King?
I don't know.
Why is he asking?
But Larry does have an answer.
When Howard was in Washington, how old is Howard now?
57 years old.
So he's been in how long?
He's been doing this at least 34 years, something like that.
Okay, I started in 57. How many years is that? 54 years.
Right.
That's a lot of years. So I'm 77.
He wins.
What does that got to do with anything? We're doing math.
I think he feels competitive with me. He goes, well, I've done it 54 years. Howard's only done it 34 years.
Think how tired
When I was 57, I never thought I'd leave. 57.
Right. Do you miss it?
I got ties older than that.
Do you miss it?
I miss it when there's a story like Osama bin Laden is killed, and I miss it when a terroragedy happens in Japan. But
That's a new word.
Terroragedy.
Terroragedy.
I don't miss it when a prince is getting married. Who cares?
Yeah, he doesn't miss broadcasting when those princes get married, and I don't blame him.
Well, he's had so many marriage can't possibly excite him.
Can't be interesting.
I don't want Kardashians. I could do without. You know how I describe it. I got mixed emotions. It's I feel I want to do it so bad one day, and then one day I don't miss it at all. It's like watching your mother-in-law go over the cliff in your new car.
Are you keeping tabs on how Piers is doing over there?
I watch Piers occasionally. He's okay. I think I like Piers. It's very different from me, and actually, it's hard. I'm a poor judge of it because I try. It's hard to be objective.
All right. Unfortunately, we got to wrap up today's wrap-up
That's
show.
it. That's the wrap-up.
We're done. We're out.
So all of you are like Howard Sternites, right?
Yes.
You follow him.
Yep. We do.
He's your
We
leader.
work for him.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, I understood the audience's frustration because I was frustrated too. I was like, oh, hey, this is kind of interesting. Let's keep going. This could get to some good stuff. And then what else do we have to do? We have a whole fucking empty day. So.
He had his first special on CNN on May 1st.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah. So that was that. But
That's a shame. That's an opportunity you don't get all the time.
Although you never know. Maybe it would have gone downhill from there and you would have.
We'll never know.
That's right.
I was going to work my way to, have you ever heard your wife on the show? And that would have been weird, but that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, that would have been a good question. Too bad Well, now you know. Just go. Just do your show. You don't have to end it directly at 11 if you have something big going on. Yesterday it was a pretty good wrap-up show you guys did yesterday when Benji was arguing with Ronnie. I was listening to that. That was pretty good.
I heard they aren't speaking.
There's something going on between.
Well, Ronnie's like a big baby. I was listening to it. He was like, Benji. First, well, it's not that Ronnie's a big baby. The two of them together are just not.
It's two big babies.
Yeah. Benji is just genuinely odd, and a lot of us do think that some of the oddness is put on. And I guess what happened was, Ronnie stands in the hall, and he's there to make sure there's no nonsense and that everything's cool. And when a guest comes in, he pats them down, make sure they're not fucking crazy. And so he gets to see a lot of what Benji's up to, and Benji's weird.
Yes.
But we're not sure if Benji's weird intentionally because he's looking for attention and he wants to be like an Andy Kaufman, or maybe he's just genuinely weird. And then when Ronnie calls Benji out on stuff, Benji gets all freaked out. And you don't know if that's for real. The whole thing's combustible. So the other day, Benji was coming in, and because he's had that issue with me that he's been late where I'm going to fire him, he's now decided that when he swipes his card when he comes in, because we have key cards, when he swipes his card, it's good because then he can be on record as having been here.
I was wondering why he did that because, there have been times when I come in like either just before him or whatever, and I swipe it and the door's clearly open, and he stands there and he does a reswipe.
Yeah, well, that was what happened. So Benji did the reswipe thing while the door was open. People were holding the door for him, and he stood there and reswiped. And Ronnie was like, "What are you doing?" And then he started off with this explanation about how he wants to be seen as on time. And Ronnie says, that's ridiculous. Why don't you do that out where we aren't? There's another key card position where you could be swiping all you want and none of us would see it. You're doing it because you want to be noticed. And then they got into a whole argument.
This morning, he comes in and Fred holds.
And it's just funny to hear Ronnie argue with that Queens or New York accent, whatever accent that is. I don't even know. It's the most severe New York accent I ever heard.
He's crippled.
Yeah, and then he starts yelling over Benji. It's entertaining as hell.
So this morning, he comes in and Fred holds the door for me. He doesn't have to put his card there, but he's standing there, keeps putting the card there. You know, for like a shtick thing. So
no, it wasn't. I'll give you an exact explanation of what happened.
Don't say it to me because it's got nothing to do with
me.
me.
So this is what upset
the
Ronnie.
security people said, "What the fuck is wrong?"
And
with
I will
this
explain
guy?
what happened. Because I've had a reputation of being late. And I've said before, you guys accuse me of being late. I always want there to be a record of when I come in. That's why
There would be a record on the other door.
But Ronnie, I swear on my life, that was exactly what's going through my head.
So the conversation starts escalating, and before you know it, neither one of them know what they're talking about. And
I was like, this is pretty innocuous.
No, but
How could this turn into a fight?
But like Benji's like, well, why are you so angry about this? So what if I swipe the door and Ronnie's like, it's you, and I don't care. You're just weird. And then Benji goes, well, if you don't care, why the hell are you yelling so much?
I checked in.
Okay, great, but you could have done it on that door where you wouldn't. Where you weren't.
That's not
where
what,
people who don't know
Ronnie,
you.
I
Benji,
wasn't doing
people
it for
who don't know you think you're out of your fucking mind. This is what I'm trying to tell you. But you don't believe me.
Okay, but you're saying because I wanted to check in my card, in effect.
And I think Ronnie's trying to be me on the air, like, you know, where he like berates Benji, maybe.
You think?
And yeah, well, that's what it sounds like. Because really, why does Ronnie care?
Again, maybe people did think I was crazy, but you're angry about that.
But
I wasn't doing it.
I don't care. I wasn't. It had nothing to do with me. I'm just telling you what people said to me after you walked by.
So you have emotion about that.
You could have clocked in on the other door, and they never would have seen it.
That wasn't in my. Ronnie.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't in my head.
You made it so everybody saw what was going on.
No, I didn't, Ronnie. That's what you're assuming.
They went at it for a good, I don't know. What was it, 10 minutes, Benji, at least?
Yeah, at least like that.
Yeah.
We've all worked with each other for a long time. Yeah. It's a nice atmosphere. We all enjoy
it is. It's great.
You are constantly a dick to me. Constantly. And I'd rather we just didn't talk to each other if you're going to be like that.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, it's fine with me.
No, I'm saying
fine. It's settled. It's settled. We don't have to talk.
Well, you're kind of being a babyish.
No, I'm not. You just said.
No.
What did you just say? You don't want. You'd rather not talk to me. It's fine.
I said we don't have to.
You think I'm going to cry and lose sleep over it? No, I doubt it.
I don't understand why you have to. You go out of your way to be insulting and rude all the time.
Insulting and rude. Okay. Okay, fine.
So where are we at?
We're at. I don't have to talk to him.
All right.
That's where we're at.
What's an example of Ronnie being insulting and rude? Going out of his way to do so.
He's always like yelling at me, like when I'm just like I said, walking to the bathroom or something. He's like, "Oh, why you have to do? You know, why you have to like?" I will try to. If you want me to, I'll keep track of it from the future.
Like he comments on your moves.
It's only I yell at you for no reason.
I'll give you an example. Like you're yelling at me today about using my key card because you thought
I didn't yell at you. I'm just telling you what people presume of you, pal. That they think you're out of your fucking mind. That's the reputation you have here with everybody in this lobby in the morning.
I'm sure you help it a lot.
No, I don't. I don't have to.
You were yelling at me this morning when I was trying to use my key card. Yes, you were,
Benji,
Ronnie.
I didn't say a freaking word to you this morning.
You absolutely did.
First of all, I wasn't even there. I was walking out
and
as
you started yelling
in.
at me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, maybe there's a video.
No,
of
I
it.
didn't.
You absolutely did.
Oh, I so did. Now you don't have to worry about me yelling at you.
Why?
Believe me, because I won't fucking say another word. You're dead. You're not even there.
Wait, now you're threatening not to yell at me?
It's like Ronnie gets worked up right away because like Benji goes, "Look, if we can't work this out, I'd rather not talk to each other." All right, we're not talking to each other then.
You don't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah. He misses the. It's wild between those two.
90% of the people here, I think I have a good relationship with.
I didn't say I didn't have a good relationship with you, dude. You're the one who's putting it all out there that I don't like you, that I'm on your back all the time. Maybe I'm on, like you said, maybe I'm on your back because I don't want to see you in trouble all the time. Because you used to be in trouble constantly with Howard, and you'd sit there and you'd pull the same shit like you're pulling on me now. That he doesn't like you, that he's talking down to you, all kinds of crap like that.
But I don't like to be. I don't listen.
You don't like authority. That's your problem.
There might be some truth to that, but I don't like you constantly.
You don't like authority, and that's my fucking hallway. I'm sorry. And when you act like an idiot there, I'm going to tell you about it. If you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm sorry.
There you go. Well,
that's great.
There's
rules,
dude.
It's my hallway.
Dude.
You have no idea how people are looking at you. You're crazy as shit.
You know what I have to say? I'm taking Ronnie's side on this.
Yeah.
This is the most sense Ronnie's ever made.
Right. Well, listen, I agree. I don't know why Benji's carrying on with his key card, but who cares? Let him sit there and swipe his key card.
I saw him do that, and I'm like, I don't know why he's doing this.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Right, he has his reason. Let him do it. I don't care.
No, but what Ronnie is saying, he was yelling at Benji, trying to help him out because he was always in trouble.
Right.
And Benji's genuinely weird, and he does strike people as odd.
This is an intervention.
Well, Ronnie's
very
trying to...
much often is not on the money. He's on the money here.
Well, he's trying to tell him, listen, if you're concerned that you're not connecting with people think you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go, that's Benji.
By the way, Ronnie is as weird as they come, so Ronnie would know.
Maybe that's why he figured this out.
Yeah. Ronnie's got that permanent scowl on his face.
Oh, dear.
Where are you at with Benji now? Like, where is it? You're not talking to him at all? Well, wait, what's your position?
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, hello, how are you?
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
Boom.
business.
And for his information, the gentleman that was here yesterday when this all went down.
Yeah, the security guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out there right now. He's here today.
Yeah.
And he just said when Benji walked in this morning, he goes, how come he's not playing with his card again? How come he's not holding the door? How come now he's not wearing his helmet like he does all the time? You know.
I saw that helmet today.
Yeah. He wears it. Like.
Yeah. That's the other weird thing.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you rode your bike here
Would you wear a helmet?
And you parked it downstairs,
right?
Wouldn't you take it off when you walked into the building?
All I know is he walked into my thing here today, and I just looked at JD and I go, look, and he looks over at Benji. We both start laughing because Benji's searching for attention because he's wearing this big. He doesn't wear a normal bike helmet. You know those cool bike helmets.
Right.
And he wears like a
thing.
He wears like a skateboarder's helmet.
It looks like a World War I.
It looks like he's a special needs child.
Yeah, right. He looks retarded in this weird biking helmet that does like no one wears.
Right.
It's just an odd. It looks like, you know, when you play baseball and you put one of those.
It's like a batting helmet.
Batting helmet on.
Except doesn't have a visor.
Cover your ear.
Yeah, and it's just I just look
and
over.
a hat besides under it.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't even...
And a turban.
just in case he has to break into character.
Exactly.
So, like, you look over, and it's just so odd, and you know it's a cry for attention, because as Ronnie says, any normal person, if you wore a bizarre hat like that, you would take it off and leave it with your bike, or just wear it at your side or
probably
something.
isn't even protection.
Right. No, it looks like a helmet that if he fell, it would fall right off his fucking head.
I have a question for you. The hat he was wearing underneath it, was it the Yankee hat, or does he bring a spare hat?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't look like I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to buy into it.
Yeah.
Why don't you take your hat off? Like, I mean, your helmet when you walk, like you're in the building. I don't think there's any chance of you falling and hurting your head.
The elevators are dangerous.
I take it off.
Well, sorry, what?
I take it off when I get to my desk.
Yeah, I know. So everyone can see it. Like, that's not a hat you want to be seen in.
Right.
I could trip over the wastebasket.
Yeah.
But I'm picking on him. I'm on his back all the time.
So those security guys out there, they're just like, hey.
They think he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
Seriously, ever since he's started here.
Right.
First, it was with coming in late every day and running through the halls like the madman.
Yeah, because nobody does that.
First it was. Then he got in trouble downstairs with trying to jump the thing because he didn't have his card to get in.
Right.
You know, they think he's out of his mind. Totally.
Maybe he is.
But it's me. You know, it's always me.
Right.
So, whatever.
You think Ronnie doesn't like you, Benj? Or do you think he's just trying to help you?
I don't know if he likes me or not. It's hard to judge. But I know he acts inappropriate to me and mean to me.
Oh, now I'm inappropriate and mean.
Well, in the hall, sometimes I see you give people shit. Are you doing something to him that you?
Only when he's carrying on with his shtick out there. That's
I'll give an example. Like I try to get. I think what it is.
Like Benji's coffee spill yesterday caused real expensive damage. That cost a lot of money.
Well, it's not the first time for that either.
He's done that before.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I'm looking at a note here, Howard. It said it actually made its way over to Fred's board.
Oh, no.
How much damage?
I tried to stop it as much as I could.
It just says that they got most of it clean, but they recommend they got to get a cleaning crew in here to clean over some areas and stuff.
Should we ban Benji from drinking over there? Like, or he shouldn't be. Why don't you set up a little table like what JD has, that little dinner tray? Put your coffee on there because you're spilling it on the equipment and it's fucking everything up.
That's a good idea. I'll get
Okay.
I'll get a coffee tray.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm picking on him.
Right. He's always doing something that gets everyone's attention.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the other day with the bathroom, you know.
What do you do there?
Well, the sink was broken.
Right.
And everybody knew the sink was broken. But
Right.
he had to call everybody with cameras and everything to show everybody the sink was broken. But I called facilities already and told them they were coming to fix it. Everybody knew they were coming to fix it. But he had to call everybody in to the bathroom to see the sink was broken.
What is the problem in the bathroom?
The sink does not.
Broken.
I
know
didn't.
that.
Ronnie, why do you have to yell at me about
angry.
it? Why can't you? Why do you have to be mean about
Because
it?
you make a whole thing about
Oh, oh wait, you're the guy that comes screaming, and I'm the guy that makes a big thing about it.
I'm on your side on this one. He's fucking angry, that guy.
20 people standing around the bathroom because the sink doesn't work.
So why do you gotta get angry about it?
What do you care?
Dude, I really don't know why you're always dicky to me. You're mean to me.
Oh, mean, how mean.
Yeah, you are, Ronnie. You are. I'm nice to you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm mean to you.
You are.
I'm so sorry.
Give him a hug. All right, Ron.
I'm so sorry. I really apologize.
You act dicky to me.
I'm so sorry.
And it hurt. Okay,
For
good.
my heart, man. I'm sorry.
Ronnie, give him a hug.
Very sorry. Enjoy your watermelon.
What was that about?
I have no idea.
It's not even funny.
You have to ask him.
Right. What was that about? Why are you doing that?
You know, I don't remember the specific. They did film it so we could see it. I don't know, Ronnie. But it didn't need every single thing I do. You start, and this is what, I'll tell you what gets down to the nugget of it.
Right.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Well, you're getting down to the nugget of the problem, yes.
So when we were talking yesterday on the wrap-up show, I said, you know what's bugging you so much? And he starts bringing up when I did that horse bit recently on the street.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff makes him angry.
No, it didn't make me angry. All I said was it's amazing you didn't go to jail. That's all I said. Well, it doesn't make me angry. If you go to jail, I could give two shits.
All right, but you seem angry.
No, I'm just saying it's all the
you know what?
It's
in
all
your
the
defense,
wacky. I mean,
Benji, everyone thinks you're angry, Ronnie.
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you come off angry.
I don't care. Let him think what they want.
I think you're angry. Like, he drives me around and I just
And
go,
you're angry too, so, you know.
Yeah, but everyone
We're all
thinks you're
angry.
angry.
We all have
Yeah,
an angry.
But you're the
angry-
driver.
We all have an angry spot.
When he drives,
Have I ever hit anybody?
No.
The whole time I'm with you?
No.
Have I ever hit anybody?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about you seem
talking
angry
about.
with me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like even
you know
when-
you have to be an aggressive driver in the city, and there's no
no,
way
I'm not
around
talking
it.
about that. I'm talking about even like when I'll say to you,
But
hey,
you say
let's
I'm
go
angry.
somewhere, and you'll go, Ugh.
No, I don't.
You're an angry guy, and like, you come off like you're unapproachable. That's what I think. And I pay you, and I think you're unapproachable.
Okay.
You know?
Howard, you've worked with people that, listen, it's not that big of a deal, but they're constantly like kind of putting you down and kind of dicky to you. And it's not.
That's so not true. You're not going to say, did I do that constantly to you? Oh, I said, only when you're pulling bullshit in the hallway.
Well,
or
Isn't that
outside.
all the time?
You know what? And the funny part is, like when you pull crap like that goes on outside or shit that goes on downstairs at the front desk, who do you think gets called? Me.
Although I got to say, Ronnie, your track record, you've given the silent treatment to the following people. JD, now tell me if I have this right. JD, Gary at one point, Jason at one point, Robin at one point, Artie at one point, and
Robin?
Benji. Yeah, Robin. You gave her the silent treatment for a while.
When did I give you
I don't recall that.
I do.
She gives me the silent treatment also sometimes.
I never give you the
like
silent treatment.
I don't know. Something went down one time, and I said to you, "Do you need help with something?" There was shit was going on with Sal and Richard. You
Right.
wanted them to do something at Caroline's, and they backed down on you, and then you were pissed off at everybody. I said, "Can I help you with something with that?" And you go, "Get the fuck away from me! I don't need to talk to you about that."
Right.
I'm just trying.
sure
I was
those
just
were my
trying to.
words.
They were actually.
But if Ronnie is the biggest problem in my life of him not being nice to me, it's not. I have a pretty good life, so it's not
Benji,
that big
I'm
of a
not
deal.
trying to be mean to you. I said it yesterday. I'm trying to help you in a way, okay? You don't believe it, but I am. Because you're always
trying to straighten you
you're
out.
always in deep shit here in this building.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
He doesn't even
You have a
know
track
that.
record here. You can go out. I'm telling you, I'll bring people in
Maybe
here.
you can help me in a nicer way than Ronnie.
Okay, I'll be sweet to you. That's just not my nature. I'm sorry. I'm not a sweet person.
He
I
helps
guess.
through, like, yelling at you.
He
And,
berates.
and the shit with JD.
He berates.
I mean,
my
JD
my dad practiced that.
JD and I we go at shit all the time, and you know what? We're always friends, and we always get along. You know?
All right, very good. Okay, thanks, guys. Now we're a little clear on it. There's Ronnie and Benji.
Dude.
He's so angry.
Dude.
Did you tweet today?
What? Dude.
Did you tweet yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No, I just said.
Any pictures of hot guys?
No. No, actually, I apologize to the followers today.
Why?
Because the chick that I picked this week, she put up one picture at the beginning of the week, and then she died. Nobody's heard from her.
Right.
So
So now you're stuck.
I'm kind of pissed.
Right.
And so are they. The fans are kind of pissed.
All right. Well, you'll find
They
a new
want to see
girl.
more pictures. They want to see actually now. They want to see guys.
Get on that.
And then the other thing I put up was about to listen to the show this morning. There should be a cool interview this morning coming up.
Okay.
I didn't say who it was, but
All right, Ronnie. Thank you. There he is. Ronnie's got 80-something thousand followers.
Dude.
Almost 90,000.
Dude.
Has he passed JD?
Not yet. Not yet. But soon. But soon.
Ron, what? Do you think you've been handling this Benji situation all wrong?
No.
Why does he get under your skin so badly? I mean, he's sort of a comedian. I mean, he's a writer. He's known for his shtick.
Is he a comedian in the hall? Spilling coffee in the hall? Bringing attention to everything he does in the hall? Does it have to be that way? He's supposed to be the comedian in there. Not downstairs with the guards that work here. Not out here in the lobby with the security people that work out here.
But he's a wacky guy, and Howard kind of encourages it.
Okay, fine. Well, no, he doesn't encourage causing trouble. Howard she never asked people to cause trouble around here.
Well,
he's been yelled at for it already by Howard.
Benji likes to mix it up.
Do you hear what I said? Don't start with your dumb shit, because I'm telling you, this is the way it is. And you know it as well as I do.
Oh, man.
Because you're the guy who films it. So don't bullshit me, okay? So enough of your questions.
Wow. I feel like Benji right now.
All right, good.
Benj. Hey. So there's obviously a rift between yourself and Ronnie, but I feel that you're misunderstood in your behavior and some of the things you do around here.
Right.
And Ronnie's sort of accusing you of being a troublemaker, a rabble-rouser, Do you feel as though you're interfering with the security of the building and the compound back here? I mean, where's the disconnect between you and Ronnie? Why aren't you guys able to see eye to eye on this?
I don't know. I think Ronnie just sees everything I do as shtick. I don't even like that word that much, but because I think it's overused. But so he sees everything I do like that, and it irritates him. And I mean, I guess we're just different in that way. I do joke around a lot. I do fuck around, but I find a lot of times the way he thinks I'm doing something when I'm not. So, and he yells at me about it. And I don't think he should be yelling at me about it.
So because he's seen you act silly in the past, almost everything you do now is a joke or carries some sort of connotation to it that you're trying to upstage him or ruin his hallway, so to speak, or just
yeah.
So where do you go from here? I mean, you guys have to work together.
Well, I'd like to get along with him better. I mean, I like him, and it's it's just not nice not to get along with someone, especially there's no reason for us, not to get along, So I don't know. Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. I'm not trying to get attention.
All right.
I'm not trying to get on camera.
So are you going to try to curtail the silliness a little bit? Are you going to, when you're around Ronnie, when you first come in the morning, are you going to change anything that you do typically from day to day?
Well, I don't think I was really doing shit anyway, but I mean, I'm not going to try to incite Ronnie, I would like to get along better with him.
But when you come in the morning, is it going to change the way you scan your badge? Or
No. Did you understand the scan?
Yeah, you're trying to stamp yourself and prove that you got in at a certain
right. Which I mean, it's something that maybe 6 months from now, if they said I just want to be able to prove every day, I have been in. That's the deal.
You're covering your bases.
Yeah.
I don't see how anyone could dislike such a lovable guy.
Really?
I think you're great.
Thanks, man.
Always have, always will.
I do too. Thanks.
Just be as silly as you want.
Thank you, man.
I'm just listening to clips from the wrap-up show. I'm just enjoying Ronnie and Scott on the wrap-up show from yesterday where Scott is explaining... Ronnie's explaining, actually, that Scott, during the meet and greet backstage that people paid for, which I can't even believe, but that Scott wanted to eat. He was upset.
He didn't want to do the meet and greet.
No. Well, he was eating. It's funny.
It just seems that he's not ever ready for showtime.
No. Listen along with me. Well, they're talking about how miserable Scott was on that appearance, but he wanted it for the money.
How was Scott during the meet and greet?
He was eating.
I wasn't eating.
And he kept saying to me, how do they send people over here for a meet and greet when I'm eating?
We started eating, and then the people started coming over, so I got up too. And,
Listen, John, they gave me food also, and when the meet and greet started, as soon as the people started coming up and asking us to take pictures and stuff, I gave half of my food away. I gave it to one of the guys that was working on Howard TV.
Yeah. That must have been a funny scene backstage. A meet and greet and Scott gets there and he's like, now, how could they do a meet and greet while I'm eating?
He's a diva.
Yeah, he is. He'd be dangerous if he had a little bit of power.
Any at all. If he was in show business, he'd be the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got to wait. They have to hold people until he finishes eating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had that wrap-up show stuff, and you want to talk to Scott. I guess Scott's mad at what Ronnie said about him at wrap-up yesterday. So Ronnie usually sits in there during the show. Yeah. Doors closed. Ronnie's not allowed in.
Oh, what did he say?
I think he just said that Scott looked like he was miserable. Scott ran out the door. Scott didn't look like he wanted to be there. Scott wasn't nice to the people.
Right. So he won't let Ronnie in. He's locked the door, bolted himself in.
So funny around here. During the commercials, I get all the entering that goes on around here. And the latest thing is that Scott the engineer, he evidently was offended by what Ronnie had to say about him on the wrap-up show yesterday. So, you know how Ronnie always sits in Scott's studio every day? Well, when he's, being a security guy? Today, the door is locked, and Ronnie's not allowed to sit in there.
He's not allowed in the Black Cloud Diner.
Yeah. It's just funny.
It is so crazy out there. Doing business with Scott must be a dream, because I also talked to Shuli yesterday after the show.
Yeah.
And he told me that, they have, the possibility of getting some other gigs if they can get Scott the money he wants.
Right.
Otherwise, that might kill the whole deal.
I heard you're locked out today. Like there's a whole cold shoulder going on.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened.
How did you offend him?
What I'm hearing
I don't even know what I said.
On the wrap-up show, you sent him over, like you said something about him that pissed him off. That's
come on, man.
But I like that he locked the door.
No, I don't. I mean,
did he say anything to you this morning, or you just locked the door?
No, I went in there and I said to him, "What's going on? Why is the door locked?" I mean, 20 years the door's open. This guy's like claustrophobic. He never closes the door.
Right.
Fuck everyone.
So I go in there and he goes, "Oh, there's a lot of noise in the hall today. There's a lot of shit going on." I go, "What? There's nobody. What are you talking about?"
And so he won't be direct with you. He's
passive aggressive.
Yeah, so what's his problem? Why don't you lay it out on the table? I mean, I'm supposed to be his friend here. The only friend he's got in the whole place, pretty much. Now he's. What is he offended at?
Supposedly, you said something about him, but
what did I say?
Gary can't figure it out because he didn't say anything new, really.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he come in here and tell us?
I think that what he might be offended by, Ronnie, is you saying that he didn't want to be there and that he wasn't very nice to the people at the meet and greet.
Well, I'm not the only one who said that. Everybody said that.
Oh, the door's locked.
So why?
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
But Ronnie's the only one who wants to sit in there.
And Ronnie also said Scott was a diva because he called ahead looking for a parking spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, everybody said that also. I wasn't the only one.
Well, he's pissed off at you.
All right, whatever. Let him be pissed off at me. Let him sulk like a little baby now. I don't care.
How long does he think he's going to sit with the door locked? Is that like for the next...
It's not locked.
He's like a woman.
I'm just like is the next 5 years or what?
In other words, if the door is shut, you can't be in there because you have to see what's going on
exactly.
in the hall.
But that's okay. Yeah. There's two green rooms here. I don't care. I don't need him. He doesn't want to be my friend. That's fine with me. Fuck him. I'm serious. I'm serious because he's acting like a little kid now.
Right. I love it.
It's ridiculous.
So where are you set up?
He's coming in, Howard.
He closes the door. That's how he punishes me.
Now Scott will act
Why don't you fucking talk to me?
And now Scott
tell me what your problem is.
Scott's going to act like that's not what's going on. Tell the truth.
The door was closed. It wasn't locked.
Right.
I didn't say that he couldn't sit in there.
I didn't.
But you never. But you know he can't sit in there.
And he never closes the door.
Would you man up and tell us you closed that door because you don't want Ronnie in there?
I had a couple of people, more than a couple, yesterday.
Be honest for once.
Yeah, here's what happened. I had a few people yesterday tell me that was the worst beating you've ever taken. Not from Howard, but from the people that you work with.
Right.
They trashed you all over the place.
Oh, and it never happened. It never happened to me. Nobody
I don't
ever
trash you.
Nobody. It never happened to me.
I didn't trash you. I didn't say you did a terrible job at the gig. I didn't say you were an awful host. I didn't say you were an asshole because all you wanted was women. I didn't say anything negative towards you.
Okay.
We went there to entertain the people, and that's what I thought I did. But from the word go, I called to find out where you guys were and who I had to talk to.
Who did you talk to on the phone when you called my car? Not
Angie
me.
answered your phone.
Okay, because I was
Angie.
driving. I'm not supposed to talk on the phone when I'm driving.
You
correct?
don't have Bluetooth?
No, I don't.
All right. Well.
Are you angry with him or not?
I'm annoyed at everybody for. I went to do a gig with all of us, with a bunch of people. It wasn't me, but
So today,
it seems like the only
you figured
one.
out if you shut the door.
It seems like I'm the only one that anything I said or did got trashed. I called to find out who I got to talk to. Really, I said, "Where are you guys? And who do I got to talk to when I get in?" Because I was the only one there.
Right.
I got there early, and they weren't there. So I wanted to know who I got to deal with. I didn't want to walk into a club and say, "Where am I?"
So
that's number one.
Go ahead.
Number two, when I got there, I did ask for food. Okay, I wanted to eat dinner. I traveled during dinner time, so I didn't expect it to be free. I would have paid for it. I just wanted to get something to eat before everybody showed up. The guy said fine. It took an hour and a half for him to figure out where the food was.
Right.
And by the time they gave it to us, they were letting people in for the meet and greet. I was very nice to everybody that came over. I took pictures. I shook hands.
I guess they thought it was funny that you said, "Hey, how can they let people back here while I'm eating?"
I was eating and meeting and greeting at the same time. I was doing it all. Okay, I was very nice. I wasn't rude. I was fine. I was happy to be there. Just because I wasn't, fucking around with these guys.
Right, so your feelings are hurt, and what you've decided to do in retaliation. I'm just trying to
It's no
understand
retaliation.
what's going on. No, come on. You shut the door this morning knowing Ronnie can't be in there if the door is shut, right?
The door's
Be
been
honest.
shut before. It's not the first
But
time.
today it's shut because you're angry.
It's shut when you go into one of your little baby moods. That's when it's shut.
My little baby.
That's the only time it's shut.
Feelings are hurt.
I
But I like that you shut the door. That's kind of like, that's what I'm after.
I want to know who it was that riled him up. He wasn't upset
Ronnie.
until he... No.
Oh.
He wasn't upset until he went home and people told him how bad his beating was.
Oh, wait a minute. And you're calling me a
right.
diva? Wait, I should get to you, too. But, I mean, please. I'm a diva, okay? You can't even get into her. I mean, with her life.
Well,
but
you can shut the door all you want. I don't want to
You're
sit in
depressed one day, and then the next day you're on drugs. I mean, please. I mean,
drugs.
enough of that shit.
So what you're saying is, by shutting the door, let me just understand what's going on. I'm not saying this is wrong.
It's passive aggressive.
Right. You shut the door. That means Ronnie stay out because Ronnie, needs the door open. So how long do you think you're going to keep the door shut? I mean...
I can keep the door shut as long as I,
Do you think you're going to be doing it for weeks?
The door wasn't locked.
What's your plan in your mind? For forever right now to keep it closed or what?
Not forever, but I mean, they said what they had to say on the air yesterday about me.
Right.
And they had Ganji and Shuli and him, everybody had their say.
See, I like it when it's awkward between these guys. More work gets done.
Yeah, they don't
I was a terrible person. I shouldn't have been there. I didn't contribute anything is basically what they said.
Right.
I was an asshole for wanting food, for calling them about parking. I was a total douchebag, according to them.
So Ronnie is not your friend anymore, right?
I didn't say he wasn't my friend.
Well, tell me where we at. Where are we at right now? I understand things could get better, but where are you at right now?
I'm like,
Ronnie?
hey, if that's the way you want to treat me, then fine.
Then the door is getting shut.
The door's closed. I'm doing my job the way I got to do it for the show.
Right.
And that's it. I mean, if you don't like the way I did the show, then... But I mean, what can I do about it?
Are you ready to do more shows, or will you never do one with them?
Not if they're gonna fucking just rip me an a-hole every time I do something.
Then what fun
I
is
honestly
having
did
you
a lot of work. I honestly did a lot of preparation to do stuff at that show. I found a lot of music. I had to find. I mean, I put in some time trying to. I wanted to do a good job. The people coming to be entertained.
Ronnie. What I'm hearing from this, the door is shut.
He didn't do anything for his gig.
Whatever. Hey, I catch shit here all the time. I mean, I'll get a little crazy and be a little mad or something. But do I shut the door and lock people out? And
If he says I'm the only friend that I have here,
yeah.
If that's a friend,
name the rest of your friends.
Then I don't have any friends.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
if that's what a friend does to another
Scott,
friend,
everybody busts everybody's balls.
Ronnie,
here.
in all fairness,
listen to the guy who called in yesterday. Guy Stern.
He doesn't
Joe.
work here. He doesn't do the show with you.
Whatever.
That's a listener. He can bust your balls all you want.
Oh, what about him? What about him?
We did a show
he busted
together
your balls
to entertain
totally
people.
Yesterday. Why is she not talking to him? Huh?